voice of Master Chief, Spartan 117. And you're tuned in to Next Podcast. Now, wake me when you need me.
Like someone who's such a hardcore PlayStation guy is always in the fucking chats, man. Fuck them.
And what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Next Podcast. That is right, people, where we have more battery power than any PS5 peripheral out there. I was checking out reviews for the DualSense and the PlayStation 5 headset and stuff like that, and the biggest complaint about any of those was the battery life. But you don't have to worry. We are bringing the energy tonight for you guys. We have a bunch to talk about, a bunch of things to talk about, a bunch of topics, stuff I really want to get into. What is going on, chat? It is great to see you guys. This is crazy, man. I'm waiting on a tropical storm to hit Connecticut going into the overnight. I'm going to be driving in a tropical storm to get to work tomorrow. But it's all about gaming. And of course, State of Play happened today. We are going to talk about that. We are going to talk about the new Nintendo Switch. We'll definitely get in on that and definitely a few more topics, but we got to get into the intros. So I'm going to start, and we have two people with us tonight, two people who aren't normally on the panel. I'm really excited to hear what these guys think about the topics we have. But I'm going to start with the guys who are they're here like every week. And I'm going to start with the man who has been here absolutely from the beginning. You guys might not know this, but going throughout Next Podcast history, he even hosted a Next Podcast on my channel completely by himself one time. Yes, I remember that, bro. I definitely remember that. And respect to you for that. Of course, he is coming live from the 405. And, you know, he's just trying to talk to the intelligent gamers out there. K-Mega, what is going on, bro?
And I still haven't got paid for that. I didn't get paid even when I did that show.
Jesus Christ.
K-Mega 405.
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of like...
She says that with an attitude. 405.
She says that with a sexy tone. Let's see it again.
K-Mega 405.
Yeah, like right, with emphasis. Anyway, so it's good to be here with my boy Yobi. In Mojo, what's happening, gentlemen? Glad to be here with them. As usual, you know what I'm saying? Just here again. As you know, you know what? It's kind of like I feel like this show because it's been here so long. What'd you say? What'd you say, Yobi?
So are you glad to be here though?
I am. I'm here every week. So I mean, obviously I got to be here, but I feel like this is kind of like
the night off. Yeah, I'm just saying. You almost took the night off.
No, I'm about to take forever off. I was about to be done. Just say, you know, but no, I will be taking off here because I'm going to take me a break from GRG and everything here pretty soon. But not now. I just want to take a couple of weeks off. Yeah, But other than that, man, always glad to be here. I feel like this is kind of like the Letterman show, or maybe the Jay Leno show, or maybe go back to Johnny Carlson, and I'm kind of like the side dude over there. What was the dude? Egg McMahon? Was that what the dude's name with Johnny Carlson? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of like how this has been. Next podcast. Johnny. Anyway, but no, man, it's always good to be here, man. And man, they just turned the show into garbage once they add Crispy and Dark and Fred. So I mean, I've just been here for the ride, man. So anyway, but y'all know, let's have a great show. Oh yeah, hold on, yeah, let me go find that.
Oh no, that super chat early. That is right, guys. The super chat is working. Thank you so much for that, brother. Definitely appreciate the support. I think K Mega went to go get his soundboard, probably in another room. But let's.
Oh no, it's right here. Oh no, I just was waiting for Brad to start talking.
Well, let's move on. Here. Let's move on to the next man on the list. He's coming.
I'm like a 14-year-old, but my boobs are huge.
My boobs are huge.
Okay, anyway, all right. I know that was for our boy Sir X Man. That was his little thing.
Yeah, but coming from the Lone Star State, and not only is he a gamer, but he gets into like the business side of gaming as well. And I love when I can hit him with those topics and just kind of dive in on financials and stuff like that, man. He will teach you guys something. Of course, it is Predator. What is up, brother?
Not much, but I'm saying looking at my garbage ass gameplay of Call of Duty on PC. So I did pretty good playing with a controller. Not bad. Not much going on, man. I know we got some topics to get into tonight. I mean, we got some guests on the show, and we had to get rid of those bums we had on here before. So get some good talent in here today. So
Facts. The show's gonna be a breeze tonight.
We're kicking it up a notch. You know,
no white on white crime.
Yes.
If you notice, I didn't say that in the beginning, man. You know, usually we are the home of white on white crime, but that would mean
Whoa.
That's usually what happens when Dark and Crispy are here. But unfortunately, what I think has happened is Crispy went on a camping trip. I think he went to a place called Brokeback Mountain. I think Dark Optimus went with him. So, they're probably roasting marshmallows together, right? Right about now.
Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
Woof.
Mama.
So shout out to Crispy and Dark, who are hopefully enjoying themselves. But like Mega and Pred said, we have two people here to take their place. I'm gonna start with the man. He is the founder of the Best Damn Xbox podcast. He is a YouTuber. You guys got to go and check out his show. They talk about everything, including the kitchen sink. Of course, it is my brother Mojo. How are you, bro?
What up, everybody? Wonderful to be here tonight. Yeah, no Dark Optimus, so no Pony BS, so that's always a plus. But especially when it's like they had a show today, that's like perfect. Him not being here.
I think that's why he left. He was like, I know that show's not going to be what everybody thought it was going to be. I'm taking the day off. Yeah.
But yeah, happy to be here. So let's get at it.
Nice. And this other man, I gotta say, he is one of the angriest gamers I know in an Xbox Live party. He gets into the games, but on Twitter, he talks about peace, love, life, and he helps out so many people in the community. Of course, it is my brother Yobi Dren. What is up, bro?
No.
Oh my God. What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Peace, Love, Life himself, ready to rock out.
Put some damn bass in your voice, man. Talking all low and slow. What's happening here, man?
Let me do my thing. All right, be quiet.
We doing that on Retro Renegades, man. Get damn mouth.
Listen, let me tell you something. You speak when spoken to, all right?
Okay, all right. Okay, I got you.
Hey, this ain't the Quiet Storm.
I know.
It's your boy Dragon Hunt Yobi, aka Mr. Peace, Love, Life himself, ready to slap these suckers in their mouth. If they put some respect on my name, let's get it.
Hey man, listen. This man keep talking like this. It's gonna be
this shit. I'm out.
Yobi, we would speak when spoken to, but we can't hear you speaking to us.
Right, we can't hear what you're saying. Are we getting old bot? Cause what you saying, young man? Right. Comes in here. Welcome to the Quiet Storm with your boy Dragonheart Yogi.
Yeah, stop trying to seduce the chat.
Let's respect my name. Let's go.
Peace, love, life. Love everyone.
Come on, let's get the show on the road. Let's go.
Love tofu. Love it all.
You damn right I love tofu, sucker.
Okay, all right.
Well, let's see. That's your first problem right there, man.
Man.
Wait, Lemon not here. You can't use that. Lemon's not here.
I know that is Lemon's voice. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, guys. Messy. Well, we got to get into the topics, and before we do that, yo, chat, if you haven't done it yet, hit that thumbs up button, share the show out wherever gamers are going to talk games. We're going to get in on the state of play. I think we're going to do that first because there's a lot to talk about there. So let people know we are about to go in on what we saw today, and on that, the state of play was today. Now, a lot of people, because E3, a couple weeks ago, a lot of people thought that Sony was just waiting and buying their time, and they were going to do a crazy show after E3. So a lot of people
state of play.
A lot of people were claiming when they saw that state of play was coming around. A lot of people thought it was going to be that
was just a state.
That big show, and I don't think they delivered that. But I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's get into what we saw overall. Like when I hear state of play, I don't necessarily think big show anyway. But let's go to Yobi. Yobi, did you check out the show?
Yes, I did.
All right. So what are your initial thoughts about what you saw today on state of play?
I have no thoughts. Next.
No thoughts? Nothing?
Nope.
Dude, we had an
honestly,
Xbox.
It was boring. The only thing that kind of piqued my interest just a tad bit was Deathloop, that's his name.
Deathloop?
Yeah, Deathloop. Other than that, that was it. Next.
Oh, that Hunter Legends looked pretty cool.
Eh.
Yeah. Wow, that is the thing about Yobi. When it comes down to it, like you'll get just like short to the point answers on some things, and then other things he will just absolutely go bananas with. So,
of course.
So pretty much what Yobi was saying was to him it was
trash.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yo, shout out to DJ Birdo hitting the super chat one more time. He says, "Is Crispy over there playing Medieval Sword with Dark?" I don't know, dude. I don't have the camera over there.
They probably playing that in the woods.
I heard
a lot of focus going on over there.
I heard that cameras are not allowed on Brokeback Mountain, so I don't know, man.
Man, y'all got to stop that, man. Y'all got to stop that.
Yeah, he started
too far.
I
know it's going to go too far.
We have to redo the show, man. So hold on, let's back up. We'll be back. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome to another.
We'll be right back.
All right, come on, keep it going. We gotta keep it going.
We gotta keep it moving.
Mojo, you checked out State of Play, right?
Yeah, I did. I got plenty to say about it.
Everybody sit back, get your popcorn.
It's my surprise, some people. First off,
okay,
they've been trying to copy Nintendo's what do they call Nintendo's
Direct.
Yeah, Nintendo Directs. Sony is trying to copy them instead of doing a big giant show with 20 games or 30 games. They're wanting to do much fewer and focus on one big game that's about to come out. And there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. Tough shit. You dropped it right at the same time Xbox had a monster E3. So now you look crappy. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just the way it is. How many times did Xbox drop one of those, what they call their little shows, Inside Xbox, where they were game-centric to whatever was their next big game, and they would have developers and other crap on there, which was boring and stuff. But anyway, people just shit on those shows. So that's what's kind of happening to Sony today. The truth is, the show wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a bunch of indies with 2 or 3 multiplats and Deathloop. I mean, it is what it is. I thought a couple games looked pretty good. I thought Deathloop, it looked like an arcade game. I'm definitely waiting on it so I can get it free in Game Pass. So there's no way I'm running out and paying $60, $70 for it. And is it going to be $70? Because it's on PlayStation. Or
no, it's going to be 60. It's going to be 60. Yeah,
it's 60.
Yeah, 60.
All right.
But there was a couple other games on there that looked okay. I mean, it is what it is. They do a different kind of show now. And I've heard rumors that the big show that everybody thought may have happened today, they're actually still planning on that come August. Who knows? We'll see.
So August. Isn't that? Hold on. Is it July or August at Gamescom?
August is when
Gamescom.
towards the middle end of August.
Yeah. So
Sony may be doing something. I've heard that they're actually going to show something from God of War and do and then announce the date for that game with the big chubby girl. I can't think of what.
Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, that one.
He said the big chubby girl.
Forbidden sandwiches.
That man said big body girl. Y'all are messy as hell around here today.
But
THICC.
Hey, I like big butts. And the other brothers can't deny.
Oh. We got an exclusive Mojo rapping right now for you guys.
I don't know if I call that rapping, but whatever. Anyway, the show today, as far as I was concerned, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't anything special. In fact, I'm actually shocked because their big game did come from an Xbox-owned studio now. That Sony even promoted it that heavy. Hey, good on them.
Well, how did that feel to you, man? Because a lot of people said that was weird. That an Xbox game studio is basically headlining a state of play, man. Did that feel weird to you, bro?
I wouldn't say weird. It actually kind of felt good. It felt like, hey, I'm getting to see something I'm going to get free. It might be a year from now, but I don't care. I just know I'm going to get that game free. So,
wait, what game we talking about?
$10 a month, however you want to look at it.
I thought that was a PS5. I thought it was a Sony exclusive.
I've heard Sony exclusive. I've also heard timed exclusive. So
it's only timed for sure.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah, both of them. Deathloop and what was the other one?
Tokyo. Ghostwire. That's the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm excited about the most.
No. Oh, cool.
Messy.
All right, man. We're gonna get into. We're gonna get into some.
Exclusive. I didn't know.
You really didn't? Okay.
Yeah, I really thought that was a Sony exclusive.
Oh,
good to know. Cool.
We're going to get into some other details of that as well. So I'm just trying to get a general overview from the panel on what they thought about the show. So let's go to Predator on this, man. Predator, I know you like watching shows, especially when I'm not live streaming them. Like, you're not in here with us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just talking over everything. So did you get a chance to see State of Play?
I did. It was garbage.
Really? Damn, man.
It's state of play. It wasn't like I was expecting a lot from it. I'm just curious of why they decided to go with Deathloop. Why they decided to go through with the state of play with Deathloop, knowing that it's basically, I know it's a timed game for them, but it's an Xbox studio game now. Like you think they would have pulled back and be like, all right, fuck it. It's almost like they felt like we got to do something. You know what I'm saying? We did the Ratchets out. We did Horizon Zero Dawn, or Forbidden West or whatever. And between now, Ratchet and Christmas, there's really nothing coming out.
Well, Deathloop comes out in September, so
Deathloop, but again, that's not their game.
It's still early too.
Game. Yeah, it's but what typically you want a good launch holiday lineup, and I have no idea what to launch. I mean, if it's going to be headlined by Death Stranding, Director's Cut, Deathloop, and maybe Tokyo Ghostwire.
They're gonna introduce PlayStation Now Director's Cut. It's gonna be PlayStation Now, but they're just gonna charge you $20 more per month.
I mean, I just wonder if if they were holding something. I mean, I don't know if Horizon's going to make it out for Christmas.
Yeah, They're going to have to give us a release date. I think it's going to be October, November timeframe for Horizon.
I don't know. I really don't know. I just look at the holiday slate right now. It's almost better for them to not do shit.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I mean, being straight up honest with you, just from a business standpoint, they're not going to have no consoles to sell.
Exactly.
There's no fucking chips out there. What they got in production is what they're going to sell for the holidays right now. And then there's no games coming out that are headliners for them. It's like I said, it's almost best for them to do it what Xbox did last Christmas. We ain't releasing shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking suck it up for a year.
We ain't releasing shit.
Yeah, like I mean, like think of what's coming out. Halo, Forza, and I ain't talking about just exclusives. Those are the ones that's popping here right now. Halo, Forza. We got another Call of Duty coming out. We got Battlefield coming out. I mean, that's enough. Like for most people.
Yo, and Pred, I gotta say the hype
Back for Blood and
the hype for the new Forza is absolutely insane. Have you seen it on Twitter? People are going back into Forza Horizon 4 and sharing like screenshots and stuff like that. There is a hype for Forza Horizon 5 right now. And
there's other little smaller like AA games that are coming out possibly around that time, but like I honestly think it's just from a business standpoint, it's always better for them to just be like, fuck it. We'll holler at y'all in April. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll holler at y'all in February, March, April time frame in the spring, and just like we'll focus on what we got right now, and just and we'll
work on expanding your memory while
just work on the system itself, right? And I'm not even trying to be funny when I say that. If you think about it, like even if they release a game, it's gonna get buried with everything. Even Deathloop's gonna get buried. Tokyo Ghostwire may get buried. So it depends on if they release in October or like November or December timeframe. Like those games are gonna get buried behind all the other ones I just named, right? So just let Xbox have its time. They're gonna lose some mind share for a little bit. If they come back in like February after, keep in mind you gotta look at too what we got coming in when does Starfield come out? January?
The first quarter, so most likely January through January.
January.
No, 11/11/22.
No,
we already got the
November.
release date for Starfield. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was coming out in January.
So it's coming out.
It's November of 2022, man.
What's coming out in January, February timeframe? I thought Xbox had something big coming out.
They do got something coming out. I don't know if it's coming out in January, but Stalker's coming out in the first quarter, I believe.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
God, I could have swore I thought Starfield was coming out in like February. So, but like that'd be a perfect time for Sony to drop their shit. If to suck it up for the holidays and just try to sell.
They're not going to do that though. Like the holidays are still a big thing. I know people want games spread out throughout the year, and I'm in that boat too. But when it comes to the holidays, that's when people really stretch their wallet. That's when people go broke for a couple of months in terms of paying bills and stuff because they're getting, presents for their family and stuff like that. Sony is not going to be like, we're going to let that go. They're going to advertise and try to, put something out there to make people, want to pick up PlayStations.
But then I'm going to ask you this. What?
I don't know yet, man.
Exactly. Like I don't think they have anything to put out. That's my whole point. Like this. I mean, you could tell everybody you're going to put Horizon out there, and then what they'll do is they'll push it back.
Yeah.
They'll say it. They'll say, we're going to release Horizon Holiday 2021.
The day after Black Friday, everybody bought consoles. They'll be like, by the way.
We had to delay it. Yeah, sorry, my bad. That's what they'll do. Just be real. They'll do some shit like that. Like, so, right now, it looks like it's going to be Director's Cut and fucking Death Stranding and Deathloop. And I don't even know Tokyo Ghostwire is going to make it.
Well, Deathloop, I wouldn't hang my hat on Deathloop. We'll get into Deathloop and like what people thought about that. Yo, shout out to RG Viper X hitting up that super chat. Thank you so much for the support, bro. He says State of Play was horrible, but not as horrible as paying $70 for games and not getting the correct versions, games, and terrible upgrade paths for games. I hear you, bro, and we're gonna get into that because like it's funny that nobody yet has said anything about one of the games that they showed at State of Play. K Mega, did I go to you or no?
No, you didn't go to me.
No, okay, all right. Well, K Mega, State of Play. I know you had to check it out, man. What did you think, sir?
I thought it was entertaining. Because I go into it just want to see what kind of new games they're going to do. I've said this, for the last couple of months now, even for the last year, basically. I don't come with these high expectations. I don't come with low expectations. I just want to see what they want to bring, what they're going to bring.
Same.
And I thought that with the show this week, it was they have much more on the plate than they normally do. So there was a few games that I would definitely play. The Hunters, the one that's the fighter,
Hunter Legends or something like that.
Yeah, Hunter Legends, something like that. Yeah, where it's like it's a battle royale, but it's a fighter as well.
Dude, I thought about you when they showed that. When they said fighters and battle royale put together, I'm like, K-Mega right there.
Oh yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. At first I thought it was a PC game that's getting ready to come out here. I have Necro Point or something like that. I can't remember the actual name of it. I downloaded it on PC, but I can't really think of the name. But that it seems like it's following that same premise. Yeah, I mean, and it's also you can download it for free if you got PSN. So I'll download it to my PS4. That'll be something I'm definitely looking forward to. The Viking game, the 10-player multiplayer Viking game, I'd play that. That looks interesting. Yeah. I seen it seen advertised on E3, and I was like, I'll play that. I wouldn't mind playing that game. The VR games, I'm not interested in the iHerpes. I'm not where it's interested in any of that, so that can kick rocks. But for people who do like VR, that's no slate to you. It's just that I'm not interested in that peripheral. Let's see. What else did they show? Sifu or whatever. That looks hot. I definitely would play that. Yeah,
it looks hot. Do you mean like graphically or gameplay wise?
Just the whole the gameplay.
I mean, graphically, but gameplay look fire.
Yeah, man. Then the premise, like you go in there and you're going to get your ass kicked, no matter how skilled you are.
They're going to age you quickly. You went up to like 54 years old.
Well, I mean, just trying to give you a situation to try to let you know, to try to challenge yourself, because it seems like that's a game that's going to have some good, real cool replay value. Replayability, because of the fact that if you could try to get and beat everybody's ass before the age of 30, that seems cool. I just like that type of those type of beat 'em ups. The skill, the combat, the blocking, the attacks, and then you evolve, and I really do like that. That's definitely awesome. I actually think that game is also going to be coming to Xbox too. So
you think that's timed or something?
Yeah, I do think that's timed. Now. Another thing that tripped me out was that there was no signs of Kena. So obviously that's telling me that PlayStation is definitely going to have a show, and they're going to show that before Kena comes out. So because if I mean, unless they do another state of play toward in all next month around this time, then I mean they could do that. But I mean I kind of think that they're going to show a show. I believe I agree with Mojo on that one. But yeah, no, there was just games that I would play, not something that I would buy a PS5 for. And I think that's the whole point of it, is to try to show. Well, I mean, State of Play isn't that type of show, but unless they want to have it only dedicated to their bigger titles, and then those are the ones. But there were some games I would definitely play if you already have a PlayStation 5, or if you have a PlayStation 4, because a lot of those games are going to be coming to both. So, I didn't have a problem with the show whatsoever. Deathloop is a game that is like what Mojo said, like, hey, it's going to be coming on Game Pass next year, so I can wait for that. It has a cool little premise to it. Of course, I'm all about the protagonist. I like they add people of color and things like that. But I mean, that's, to me, not really a system seller, but that game could be kind of like, a dishonor. It can sneak up on you and actually be really, really good and be addictive. So you never know. Just because graphically it doesn't look as strong as some people may want it to look. What was you going to ask?
No, I was going to say, like, if you want, because I'm going to ask everybody what they thought about Deathloop, especially since more on that kind of like timed exclusive nature. It is the Xbox, game studio game that's headlining a PlayStation State of Play. So, me myself personally, like, I can tell like people are gonna like it. I'm not really feeling it, man. I don't like.
Yeah, no. If I had a choice to pay $50-$60 for the game, I would wait for a sale. Because it just isn't the type of game that has to be a day one for me. But but that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with Pratt on this. Like, it doesn't. Nothing that we seem to come off is this is why you have to have a PlayStation. You have to come and get a PlayStation. No game did that.
See, that's what's weird to me about this state of play.
It is.
Because usually,
right.
like, you know, they're talking about Deathloop, right, and everything like that. Like, if I was running this, if I was working for Sony, I would go more into the Death Stranding director's cut as the last thing and really give the details on how you're going to buy it, like how you're going to pick it up, what is, you know, really what is involved in it.
They got to make their money back. Remember, they paid for that game to be exclusive for a year, so they want their money back for that. So yeah, they're going to advertise the hell out of it.
I got you, man, but it just didn't feel like it was like at the heart and soul PlayStation type show when it's headlining with Deathloop right now, man.
I don't think PlayStation guys are going to support that game.
I don't think. I really don't think that game is going to blow up on PlayStation because it just doesn't scream PlayStation. I think it's it doesn't scream like a PlayStation gamers type of game. It just doesn't. Now, if you notice, they have been trying to force feed their community with, you know, these online shooters.
They had that
games with these
cartoon
graphics. Like, if you notice, they're trying to push that because they know that they need more online games, and those games were pretty much what they showed were PlayStation exclusives. I know that one that kind of looked like, I don't know what I don't even know what what was it? Arcada Gaming or something like that.
Arcadageddon.
Yeah, Arcadageddon. And so that game, that's a PlayStation first party game. So that's something they know what they need to do.
They're trying to do more multiplayer, man. They're trying to do more multiplayer.
Right. They know that it's really, really important so they could drive their first party. They know that there's certain games are going to hit, but you can kind of tell that they're not in the realm of trying to just throw some crazy new IP that looks graphically fantastic out of the blue from some unknown second party or whatever. Now, I know that there's the Lost Aside that looks awesome, and I can't wait to see more about that. Maybe that might be shown in that PlayStation show that's going to be coming out, that's slated to come out next year. But I'm really hyped for that. Now, maybe that game might surprise people. It may not come out next year and maybe come out this year. That would be a definitely dope as a hack and slash. It's made by one dude. He used to make a lot of Final Fantasy type games on PC, like mods and things like that. And he became really popular, and so he's got his own game. That game looks really dope. But again, we don't know. Like, it didn't scream like buy a PlayStation 5, because these games here just show, like, if I got a PlayStation 5, that I got some things to look forward to, but it didn't scream out, oh man, this is as big as Ratchet and Clank, or this is as big as Returnal. None of those games seem to have that type of appeal. And then not to show Kena was kind of odd to me as well, because that's a game that's in PlayStation's wheelhouse. It's really pretty. It's graphically, and it's a RPG, things like that. So, single player experience. So yeah, just to come off in the show like Deathloop, which it is a single player experience, but it's a shooter. And I don't know how many shooters PlayStation fans are into like that. And then one last point, I was just going with what Prayer was talking about, like what's coming out in November and December. In November, it's going to be tough if they do try to bring Forbidden West. It's going to between October and November, because eventually we'll find out when Halo is really eventually going to drop. Most likely, it probably will drop in November. They could surprise us, but let's just say that's going to be dropping in November. Horizon, Shin Mega Tensei 5 or whatever. That's the original game that they made the spinoff Persona. That's going on with the Switch, but that game is going to sell like hotcakes. Then, like on the PC, you're going to have the Final Fantasy Endwalker expansion. Then it's really not that much in November, but then a lot of fans is going to push out. But October, it's a bloodbath. Like they couldn't dare drop all that stuff in October because right here you got Far Cry 6, you got Age of Empires, you got Ghostwire Tokyo, you're going to have Back 4 Blood, you're going to have Battlefield 2042, Metroid Dread. Let's see what else. You're going to have Marvel Guardian of the Galaxy. You're going to have the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. You're going to have Mario Party Superstars. Then you're going to have
them that can compete with Horizon though right now, man. Like,
but
I know what you're saying. There are a lot of games.
What are you talking about, Metro?
I said a lot. I said a lot,
bro. Just what I said right there. Battlefield. Trust me. If people are going to sit here and
put like the dark whatever anthology that like really hasn't done anything.
Horizon. What are you talking about? Those games. Their games are pumping out. Obviously, they selling. Because they wouldn't be dropping them games like that if they weren't selling.
They already committed to making a 3-part trilogy to that whole thing.
Okay.
Like
so, obviously they're pretty popular, but again,
a lot of companies commit to a 3-part trilogy, but majority of the time they don't follow through. Like T-Human was supposed to be in a trilogy, and that bombed.
Yeah.
So what was that game that came out on PlayStation at launch last gen with the werewolves and shit?
The Order.
The Order is a trilogy. Yeah.
Odor.
So if a game isn't making any type of strides or whatever, then I don't think that they'll continue. The point that I'm saying is that gamers are going to have these games are also going to be coming on PlayStation, except for the Metroid Prime. And most people who have a Nintendo Switch has either a PlayStation or an Xbox, if not all three. And I guarantee you, if they have a Switch and they play on their Switch a lot, Metroid Dread is going to get bought before Horizon. That's without a question. Now, if you're more of a PlayStation primary gamer, then you'll buy Forbidden West. But if you play on your Switch more, or so you primary PlayStation, I mean not PlayStation, but Switch character, people going to pick up that Metroid. That's what that thing's going to sell about 15 million.
Mega, 15 million. You know me, like when it comes down to, I think a lot of people
Battlefield's going to sell.
Battlefield's a multi-plat anyway. Like it's going to sell everywhere. That's
the Guardians of the Galaxy is going to sell.
I don't know about that, to be really honest. I don't know about that. That's still to be determined, bro. But like
man,
the whole,
I mean, look,
when it comes to the bigger titles, the titles that are more recognizable, going into like even the casual gamers, they heard that name before, stuff like that. Battlefield because it's been around for so long. Of course, Call of Duty, but then you look at like God of War, you look at like Halo, and so
So you telling me that God of War? So you telling me
to worry about where they're
hold
dropping?
On, wait a minute, wait. So you mean to tell me that Battlefield and Call of Duty is going to be outsold by Horizon Forbidden West?
I didn't say it's going to be outsold, but they're not trying to outsell. They're not trying to outsell.
That's the reason why they're not going to put.
Call of Duty,
I don't see them put. That's a reason why they don't put their games out at the end of the year. Look at what happened with Death Stranding.
Yes, Sony normally won't put a game out past October.
But
Death Stranding got 8 alive.
Put Death Stranding out at that point in time, though, man.
And they got 8 alive.
Yeah, but it was a brand new IP. Like it wasn't recognizable. It's not that name. Horizon has formed that name just off of Zero Dawn, and I don't think Sony's out there worrying about the dark whatever anthology and a Switch only game or anything like that. When it comes down to it, there are games out there that can challenge in terms of sales in the list that you said. I just said that there wasn't a lot. And when it comes down to it, I'm not really a fan. Games like Halo, games like God of War, games like a new Mario or new Zelda, they can drop whenever the hell they want to. All right, to me that doesn't matter. They're not looking at all these other games like, oh man, we shouldn't drop it here, because they are so brand recognizable that it's not going to matter. Is what I'm saying.
We'll see if they'll drop it in October, November.
I got you.
I say they're not. I just don't see it. They avoid that for a reason, not only for the fact that because they have again, they'll lose money if they drop their game in October because they have marketing rights to a COD. That's another reason. They also usually have marketing rights to a lot of games at the end of the year. So Tokyo, the Tokyo game, I don't know what, Ghostwire. That's marketed right now because that's a timed exclusive for PlayStation. That game is slated to come out in October. So if you have that, if you spent the money for that, and then you drop Forbidden West in October too,
I don't think it would be October. So
when else would they drop it? Because you think they're gonna drop it around Halo?
Yeah.
No.
Shit.
They'll drop it in November. If it comes out this year, they'll drop it in November.
They will not drop it against Halo. Not even. Come on, man.
They're two
Stop
different games,
public.
bro. They're two different.
It don't
games.
matter, man.
Doesn't matter. Halo's a whole nother.
What happened? Hold on, guys. Let me pull up the meat here. Oh. Guys, for some rhyme or reason, the room closed, so I'm getting a new room right now. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you are, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Definitely share this out. I think the conversation's getting really interesting, and I'm trying to let's see here. I'm trying to figure out where do I get to. Chat with everyone. No. Let's try this one more time, guys. My apologies. I do not know why the Google Meet just decided it was going to close. So just give me a second. I hope you guys know what I'm saying. I'm saying when it comes to the bigger name titles, like I don't feel like they need to worry about other games when they're releasing. Okay, here we go. They're gonna think I kicked them all out just for having a discussion. Yeah, Pred, the meet closed, but I just sent the link again, and we're getting doorbells.
Why you boot us like that,
Yeah,
bro?
I said that you were gonna. I said that people on the panel were gonna say that. For some rhyme or reason, the meet just closed. It just closed. I don't know.
It said that if you went on the premium service that you only got 1 hour on the call. We got another hour and we'll get kicked off again.
Right. So you only got an hour.
It was an error. It closed the stuff.
Really? That they changed it to that?
Yeah. I almost said something to you, but because it popped up, I seen it on the bottom of my screen. It said, "Hey, this is about to close." And I was like, "Well, he knows. Maybe he'll just won't do it." I don't know. It was weird.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you're not on their premium service,
I might be going on Discord. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, you said the D word?
Yeah.
Come on. Told you. Discord's where it's at, man.
He said, RG Viper said Albert G was hacking me.
Man, I thought Bot kicked me out. I said, damn, what?
Get the fuck out of here, yo. I'm right.
I guess that's a good segue to the next topic. We've been on this.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because that was for me. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's talk about Nintendo real quick. Let's switch it up because Nintendo unveiled a brand new Switch. And here's the details. Here's the details on what you will get. It is $50 more than the Nintendo Switch that's out right now. So it's $350. And for your extra $50, you are going to get double the storage to download games. It's going to go from 32 to 64 gigs. You're going to get an OLED display that is 7 inches screen size. I don't know what you say in terms. I guess it's diagonal.
That's average size. That's the average size.
Where the original Switch is like 6.1 inches.
7 inches works for my girl.
I didn't hear what he said. I probably don't want to hear that. But there were a lot of rumors.
You heard me say that's the average size in length.
I know you're going.
Oh man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
But there were rumors about a pro version. People were coming out saying how Nintendo was dealing with a new Tegra chip and all that good stuff. None of that is in this new Switch. Now,
you lied.
The colors on it, I gotta say, I do like the way it looks.
Fake news.
It looks classy. The black and white, I think I like the way it looks. To me, it looks like a grown-up's Nintendo Switch. But there are no performance improvements in this Switch, and it is $50 more expensive. Yobi, what do you think about this Switch? Are you gonna wait in line to pick this up, man? What are your thoughts here on what they're doing? Bigger screen.
At first, and K-Mega can attest to it because we was talking about it in the DM the other day. Mm-hmm. At first, I was gonna stand in line and get two. But then I really thought about what everybody said, and I looked at the Switch again, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go pick me up 2 regular Switches because that Switch, honestly, it really does nothing for me. And the fact that shit is it's $350K, right?
Yeah, $350.
So you trying to tell me that shit costs more than that Series S?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Oh, you was waiting for it. Oh my bad. I try to be nice, and not just overuse it. But yeah, no.
Hold on. So you mean try to tell me that Switch costs more than the Series S?
Oh hell no! I got you. I got you back, brother.
Yo, that's horse. That's horse manure.
That's horse pucky.
It's horse manure. They I mean, that's on them. I mean, people are gonna jump for it.
Well, Yobi, check this out. When the Switch came out, I was one of the people out there. I called it the world's most powerful handheld, and people out there in the community, they try to tell me
powerful in what way though?
Huh?
Powerful in what way?
Well, just everything performance-wise.
I'm laughing at Albert G's comment. I heard that statement in a while.
But I had people in the community come after me. No, it's a console. It's a console, and I'm like, guys, you can plug your iPad into your TV and play games like that. It is not a console. Dude, from what I'm seeing here, they focused on the screen, making the screen bigger, brighter, OLED, all that good stuff. Didn't really do anything on the performance side of it. Yobi, do you think Nintendo is basically saying that, hey, we know this is a handheld first and foremost as well? Kind of like, and the whole console thing, that was pretty much just marketing to get people to buy the thing. But
they're not, listen, their last system was the failure that we choose to not mention, but I'm going to mention now, was the Nintendo Wii U, which I thought it was an add-on to the Nintendo Wii.
We had one in the house. We had the Wii U.
And then I was shouting. They say, no, it's a whole new system. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Nintendo, the Switch is a handheld. I don't care what nobody say.
It's a
console
handheld.
not.
Thank you.
It is. Listen. I probably used it to use it on my TV maybe like 3-4 times max. After that, I'm comfortable with it doing the handheld. To answer your question, it's in handheld. Honestly, the Switch that they're releasing soon, that should have been the original Switch. That should have came out day one when the Switch was first announced to the world, and then the Switch Lite came second, and then the Switch that they're releasing now should have been the new one, like the new one, but Switch is riding their own way. They're gonna do what they want to do, because remember, Nintendo is the industry's darling. They can't do no wrong. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
Not only are they the industry's darling, but even when the Wii U was out, like I was saying this on Noof Nukem's Gaming After Dark. Shout out to Noof. I got to hang out with.
Good episode, by the way. I
got to hang out with them a couple nights ago, and Yobi, why'd you interrupt me, man? It just broke my train of thought. I have no idea what I'm saying now. But shout out to
talking about Noof.
Yeah,
getting old, man.
Yeah,
I'm drinking that goddamn coffee.
You know what? I'm just gonna move on to the next panel member. Yo, Mojo.
Yeah.
Mojo. You have been gaming from the beginning. You are a seasoned gamer, an experienced gamer. What is K Mega call it? Root gamer.
Root gamer.
You are a root gamer. What do you think about what they're doing here with the new Switch? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
I love it.
What happened?
I love it. This is Nintendo telling all the Nintendo fanboys out there, you get no Switch Pro. Shut up and like it. This they've done this on so many of their handhelds where they'll do some little minor upgrade to it and just kind of extend the life of the system until they come out. The next thing you're going to get will be the Switch 2 in 2 or 3 years. You're not getting a Pro. I'm just telling you. And I'm glad. I was not happy about the mid-gen upgrades. I thought that was garbage. If I spend $300, $400, $500 on a console, I want it to last the entire generation. Now, I understood why Nintendo did it. Why Microsoft did it, because they got killed at the start of that generation back in 2013. They did. And they did an underperforming system, so they needed a mid-gen upgrade. Sony did it for the VR, because they had to beef up the PS4 to get it to work with the VR. And so I kind of accepted that and said, screw it. And I ended up buying both of those. But I also told myself, never again. Come that next gen, they better come out with systems that are powerful enough that they don't need to do that mid-gen upgrade crap and steal $500 more from me. And Nintendo's always did things like this. This isn't for you if you own a Switch. This is for me. I don't own a Switch. Now, I did buy a Switch day one for my son. And later I bought a second dock that I use. But that's his Switch. So now that's perfect timing for me. I'm all over this thing. And yeah, I'm probably never going to play it on the go, portable. I'm going to slap in that dock and forget about it. So that OLED screen's not even going to be helping. But it's still cool. That's an OLED screen. That's worth $50, right? Everybody always saying how great OLED is. OLED, it's everything OLED, but it's all BS. There are actual TVs with better technology in them than just OLED, by the way. Yeah. I'm not gonna kiss that OLED butt, by the way.
Samsung over here, baby. Let's go.
He's gonna kiss that QLED butt.
And more TVs, you want the better picture. OLED not always the way to go. Now, it is great, by the way. I'm not shitting on OLED. If you've got a dark room and you've got an OLED in it, man, that's joy. But very few people have rooms dark enough to. Yeah, I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you, Nintendo. You're coming out at the right time, because I'm about to move to Thailand and I need a portable to take with me. So you know what? I'm going to jump all over that $350 OLED Nintendo Switch. It's going to roll with me along with a Series S, because I think that's perfect. It'll fit in my suitcase. Pretty sweet when I get to that hotel over there and whatever condo I end up renting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be nice.
Nice, brother. And you get the what I consider the more grown-up looking Nintendo Switch. So I'm happy for you on that one, man.
It has that sweet, sexy girl's voice that intros him. When I get over there, I'm going to find me a smoking hot Thai girl that's really young. Make sure she's half naked. And
K Mega 405.
That's right. And she's going to be saying Mojo, huh? I got you.
Yeah. Well, she might call me Daddy Jake, but that's
listen, that's my man right there. That's that Daddy J. That's what I talk about.
Yeah.
Them young folks don't know about that. That's come on.
Yo, shout out to Dennis Haas. Yo, Dennis Haas asked, how about the xCloud ad featuring a PlayStation controller? Dennis, that's actually a really good idea to do that, because there are people out there that have been playing on PlayStation controllers all their life, and to show them that they can still use that PlayStation controller but play xCloud with Xbox games and still kind of contribute to the ecosystem that is Xbox. I thought that was a really great idea. But Dennis, what do you think about the ad that they had to pull because somebody had the PlayStation 5 upside down, bro? Wasn't that crazy? That was crazy. That was crazy. Shout out to Sir X-Man hitting up that super chat. And he says, PC Master Race is alive. I'm part of it.
That stream looked a little ashy. You need to go ahead and make sure you calibrate it better. But
that's
it's
the
good.
thing about that PC life, man.
You're gonna make sure you tune that up, Sir X, man. You gotta tone that up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get to those levels, talking about PC race, man, that stream I was watching you playing that racer was ashy as hell. But I tell you this,
you gotta get that webcam right, Sir X, man.
Yeah, because we don't want to see them rusty ass toes with them cones on it. You know what I'm saying? Wow. We want to see you in that big ass shiny head that you got. You know what I'm saying? Look like a damn rock waller. That's what's good. Shout out to my boy Sir X, man. Hope you picked up some of them fighters, man, that I was showing you on the Steam sale, because they were cheap and some of them are really goddamn good. Anyway.
Okay, guess
I
what?
got one last thing on the Switch.
Yes,
that's what's up with not fixing the Joy-Con. That was kind of garbage.
What happened?
How stubborn can Nintendo be to still pretend like that their Joy-Cons don't have drift in them? and you got a brand new Switch. I don't promote it. I get it. You can't tell people because then you're responsible for repairing the hundreds of thousands of Switches out there that have fucked up Joy-Cons that drift. But just fix it privately and then, then start selling them. But man, nope. Joy-Cons are fine.
Well, Mojo, I think you're going to have to get a Pro Controller then if you're picking one up, man, just so you don't have to deal with the...
I will definitely be doing that.
All right, brother.
Well, still my sons, actually, before.
Well, K-Mega, what do you think about this new Switch, man? Everybody and their brother was out there talking about the new Tegra 2 and how they was going to have more power and, do 4K gaming. Obviously... none of that with this system, and it's still $50 more than the original Switch, man. What do you think?
Yeah, first, Yobi was going to ask me a question. What was you going to ask me, Yobi? Or what was you going to tell me?
Before I was going to answer that question, they lied, they lied. They lied. Fake news sources, fake all that. Fake and new chip for the Switch 4K. They lied. And K-Mega.
Yeah.
Those games that you sent me in the DM,
I
bought every last one of them.
Let's go.
All of them.
Let's go.
Bought every last one of them. A few of them I already had.
Fight night. Don't get ignorant. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm excited.
I apologize for this bromance that's going on right now.
Well, man, they had some. They have fighters that I've never seen before. And then I just said, look, as cheap as they were, I said, I'm buying them. Man, and there are some dope ass fighters. I showed one last night. Like, I said, this shit is great. And it's made by Square Enix. But anyway,
I was like,
price is ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
Y'all bromance later. We got topics here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get to Nintendo. I'm sorry. Yeah, because
I mean, last time I checked, K-Mega co-owner this show
don't have Yobi and K-Mega on the same show again.
There's no co-owners here.
Yeah.
There's only one owner.
Anyway, come on. But Fred, you didn't buy anything on the Steam sale? Okay, all right, that's all right. Okay, all right. But Sir X, man, I hope you did get a couple because they had some really good deals. I almost wanted to, and I want to talk about Nintendo really quick. I mean, I'm just going to say this real quick. I was going to spend the money and try to risk it all for Neo 2, but I just was like, man, this thing is still $40. A Neo, it's
the samurai game.
Samurai game, yeah. It's really cool. I got the first one, but I wanted the second one, but I was like, I didn't want to commit to that.
I always wanted to try that one. I wanted to try it.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's playing like Dark Souls, I just give me something like Ninja Gaiden and I'll be on it. But if it's like Dark Souls, I'm just like, eh. So I didn't want to commit. But anyway, I'm going to talk about Nintendo. I'm sorry, I'm off topic. Yes. See, Curry knew. Yes, I'm talking about 1 Million Author. Yes, that game is amazing. I think it came on PlayStation a couple of years ago. Xbox.
I'm waiting for that Demon Slayer to come out, bro. That Demon Slayer.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to play just like Naruto, the Naruto games, where they give you a in-depth story, plus you have the fighter, the fighting as well. So you'll definitely enjoy it.
I saw the story on State of Play today. I saw the story. I'm like, yo.
You can't talk Nintendo like you're supposed to be talking right now.
I know.
That's how inconsequential this new Switch is. We're like veering off.
Right, like, okay.
And you made it a topic. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big topic, yo. I don't know why.
It is a big topic because the fact of it is, okay, all right, so this is the thing. I'm totally in agreement with Mojo with here because, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Yobi, you know what I'm saying, hooking me up with the, you know what I'm saying, with the Switch, man. With the Switch and the Switch Lite, man. I thank you. God bless you so much for that. Yeah, well, me and the wife. So you definitely.
Well, somebody had to get it for Mrs. K Mega because K Mega wasn't getting it for her. Yo, I'm saying.
Stop it! Don't.
I'm saying.
Stop it! That's true. I just couldn't. I mean, anyway, so anyway, I was planning it. I'm saying it. I know 2 years.
You kept saying that.
I got tired of y'all shitting on my guys.
Yeah, I know, man. So I mean, you know, saying things at times was rough, man.
It's all good, Yobi. I'm still using the 4K TV you sent me, yo. Thank you, bro.
So for real though, but you know what I'm saying. And so I bought me about like what eight games now, and so it's in the thing of it. But I keep it docked. The only time that I kept it undocked and was playing the hell out of it like crazy is when we had that ice storm and our lights were out for damn near a week. So that was the time, and I was playing the hell out of it. And, I was like, now I see the whole thing about it where the cool feature, the coolness about having both options. You call it a hybrid, you can call it whatever. Briggs, once I'm done with the topic, I'll take you to your crate so you can go to sleep. But right now I got to talk my topic. My dog's over looking at me like, man, this time we need to go to bed. But I keep mine always docked. I just like preferring to play it on the television. So for me to spend that $350 is ridiculous. Just for a bigger screen that I'm rarely going to use because I'm not on the go like I used to be.
Ethernet port in the dock as well, man. So you can
and that's the right. Well, I mean, but see, that's the thing too, is that my internet connection is good enough to where it works fine the way it is. So, and that's really, and that should have already been included. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me that, an extra, a OLED screen and a port is worth that much? You know what I'm saying? Like that's
well, double the storage too, 64 gig storage as well.
But that storage is already in the older ones. The latest brand of Switch right now,
It's 32. No.
Okay. So 64. Okay, I got you. But it still doesn't equate for the $350. If anything, it should be $250, and that thing would fly off the shelves. But because of the fact that Nintendo is Nintendo,
they could at least included a micro SD memory card.
If they bundle it with a game and say $350, then I can be cool with that. Like, and they might do that at Black Friday. But the whole thing of it is like I said, I made a video talking about it. It's not going to matter because Nintendo fans are going to still buy it. It's still going to rake. It's going to make its money, and it doesn't. And at this point, people shouldn't try to keep trying to make Nintendo be something that they're not, because they've always been this way. Always. They've never changed. They tried with the GameCube, trying to bring the more powerful console to the table, and they added their twist to it with that crazy controller and with the disc size, and it failed miserably because when the Xbox came out, PlayStation 2 was doing this thing, Dreamcast was still relevant at that time. Nintendo still had, they had the games, and their games sold like gangbusters, but that was the beginning of the end of them making. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for them on trying to keep up with the Joneses. That ship has sailed. So it's crazy to look back, to go in the past. You see Sega is bowed out. They're like, no more consoles. We'll just be third party. We're doing fine the way that we're doing it right now. And Nintendo is just basically saying, look, we can let these fools, Xbox and PlayStation, fight it out to try to have the biggest, the best, and
we'll sell cardboard.
And we'll sell you cardboard. We'll sell you game. We'll barely give you price reductions on our titles because you know that you want them, and that's it. So, I mean, and look, and I felt victim because I still want to play Breath of the Wild. I want to play it and beat it because I played it.
Dude,
I played it
on
twice,
the Wii U, man. And this is gonna be controversial to some people. It's man. It's like, it's okay.
I mean, for what I played, I enjoyed it. It'll be something that I really, really enjoyed. I know my homeboy that passed away. He enjoyed the hell out of it. And so I, you know what I'm saying, for what I played, I enjoyed it. And there's some people that says, hey, that game was definitely should have been game of the year. It was that good. So I want to play it, but they don't drop the price low enough. I'm like, Jesus Christ, come on. I'm already bought like 5 of your games at full price. Can you give me a break here? But that, it is what it is. Nintendo just isn't going to change. I think I do agree that for all the people that said that this was going to be for the people who don't have a Switch and they want to play on a bigger screen and they can, and that's for them, But I think for adopters like me and for Yobi and for other people who have Switches, I don't see a lot of people trading their Switches in to get this one, unless they just want to play it on a bigger screen or whatever. But the sad thing about it, or fortunate thing about it, however you look at it, is the thing is still going to sell because they're going to bundle it up some kind of way with Metroid Dread or something to entice more people to get it. And it's crazy to me because Little Man, which is AKA the Xbox Series S,
that's my buddy right here, sitting right
right. Like
it's
in the front room. The wife is on it. She be playing on it. So it's a beast, man. And knowing that console and for everything that thing can do is cheaper than what the Switch is offering with less. That is bananas to me. I even seen somebody post on Twitter the other day once we found out the announcement.
I seen that stupid shit, man.
Yeah, where the guy was absolutely trying to
his name either.
Trying to big up 720p 20 to 30 frames per second gaming. Like he was just like, why do I have to force myself to want to play in 4K? Who like and he got hundreds of likes behind that. Like
no one's forcing you to do anything.
Nobody's forcing you to do anything. But again, like I mean, you can cap for whatever, but I mean, there's some things that you just, if you're gonna fall on a sword, at least make it worth your while. You know what I'm saying? That just sounds ignorant as hell. Like, I mean, come on, man. Everything else has progressed. Yourself, if you like, I wanted to ask him. So, have you changed your televisions? Have you changed your phones? Have you upgraded your PCs? Because if you living by that logic, then that means that you just still then you're frauding the public and you just want to just cap for Nintendo because Nintendo is your favorite platform, and that's fine. But don't try to wolf people these type of tickets because it just doesn't make any damn sense. Nintendo is just getting away with highway robbery at this point,
Yo, check this out. Sanu.com in the chat talking about FPS dips in Sea of Thieves, that the gameplay that you were watching. That is actually my fault. I had my my Elgato set to capture at 30 frames per second, and it was 60 frames per second. That and this Horizon gameplay, you're going to see kind of like some of that stuttering or whatnot. And then the rest of the gameplay, I fixed my Elgato. I got it up to speed with the Series S. I didn't realize that, I had to go in and change the settings. But I didn't want to waste this gameplay either, because that new Sea of Thieves, that story, the Pirates of the Caribbean, absolute fire. All right.
Oh, yeah. Well, we wouldn't know. Me and Don wouldn't know because we was waiting for you to come on in.
Yeah.
I already got two of the.
Oh, yeah. And Fred. Yes.
I got 2 of the 4 stories done already.
That's good. That's good.
I went in with my son, but I'll go in with you guys as well, man.
Oh, no.
Because the thing is, like, there are extras there. They're like a bunch of books and stuff like that.
It's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, man, keep it moving. Keep it pushing.
Shout out to my brother Siberia. I know Siberia will play that game with me, no problem. And he is a pirate legend, sir. Pirate legend. Yo, what up, Yobi?
Legend.
Yeah, you mind if I say something right quick?
Go ahead, man. That's why I said what up.
JT Gamer, if you're in the chat, man, I just want to apologize that you had ordered the Witcher 3 and they sent you the European version. So check your DM and maybe the next 30 seconds, I'm sending you a digital copy of Witcher 3, the game edition with all the DLCs and everything.
Shout out to JT Gamer, yo, bro, getting a digital copy of Witcher 3, and I played that game. Buddy. I couldn't get that. That is a lot of game right there. That is a whole lot of game.
How long it took me to beat that shit? It took me like 2 years.
500 hours plus, baby. And I still have it, and I still did. I beat the game, but I
still didn't do the DLC. I gave up.
I did the DLC, but I mean, I still haven't done everything within the game. I mean, there was some stuff that I missed, which I didn't think that I did, and then I look back and I'm like, what? I still missed this much shit. But yeah, I mean, 500 hours. 500 plus hours.
Damn, so you're gonna be playing Witcher 3 for a long time, bro.
I plan on going back when they do
because it's gamer, sir.
I'm sorry, but I just but I plan on going back when they fix it up. I mean, there's supposed to be an enhancement or something, right? Yeah.
2021. How have you not already played Witcher 3? You want me to send you the digital code of Skyrim while we're at it? I mean,
shit! I think he would accept that.
I'm just messing with JT Gamer.
I think he would accept that, yo. JT, like,
I've seen him in chats of other shows and things, and I know who he is.
Yeah, he went off into Nintendo land for quite a while as well, and then he kind of came back into like the Xbox universe or whatnot. But he seems to go all in on one platform at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shout out to JT Gamer, man. Good to see you in the chat, bro. Predator, what do you think about this Switch, man? What's up? You gonna buy it?
No. Honestly, I don't see the purpose of it. Like, I had a Switch. I got two of them at launch. The launch switches. I got one for myself, one for my daughter. Yo, all my kids are different. Like, I got a PlayStation guru here. My daughter, one of my daughters is an Xbox junkie. My other daughter is a Switch junkie. So everybody gets something in the house, you know. But like, my daughter has the original Switch. I got one for myself. No one played it. I didn't play it. I got games for it, and I didn't play it. You know, I got Zelda. I got Mario Kart, which I still love Mario Kart. I got I got Mario Odyssey. And I didn't like that. I got Zelda. I didn't like Zelda.
Yo, Splatoon 2? Did you get Splatoon?
I didn't get Splatoon. My favorite game on it was Mario Kart and what was the other? The fighter they have, Smash Brothers. That's it.
Smash Brothers.
There was not enough there to hang me on to the system. Just because
I still want Fire Emblem and
I've outgrown Nintendo. I mean, like, I've outgrown their games. I mean, like, if they could give me Mario Kart and, you know, Smash Brothers on PC or fucking Xbox, I'd have been down for it. I think with this upgrade, what was disappointing was the fact that they didn't really do anything with it. Like, there were some minor changes to it. Like, I love the kickstand that they have now. It kind of reminds me of a Surface. And I wouldn't be surprised if they
seems to be where they got that from, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if they took the patent and paid for it with the Surface. Because the Surface, that my wife has a Surface tablet with the keyboard and stuff, and that is awesome. And my daughter draws on it. She's an artist. She likes to draw, so she flattens that thing out and she draws on it. I have a Surface Book. I don't have that little kickstand that it has on there, but like, I mean, I love that. And then, like, the screen thing wasn't really big for me. Just making the screen a little bit bigger, OLED, cool, but it isn't worth the extra $50. I think that the downside of this was, like, they didn't even drop the price of the original Switch. You know, like, like, you know, when you see new hardware come out, it's okay. We got new shit. Here's the new shit. We're gonna take the old shit and we're gonna make the price cheaper. So I think the Switch is still. The original Switch is still $299, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't even drop the price down to like $200 or $250. It's still $299. You know, I'm like, damn. Like, so, like, people who just, like, you know, like, fuck it, I just want to Switch. I don't want to get the new one. I just want to Switch. They can't even go out and get like a discount on this shit. It's the same fucking price as it was from launch. It has not changed at all. So, like, even the Switch, like you would think, like, if they're gonna bring this out and they'd have brought it at $299, they would have dropped the price of everything else in the library. They're like, nah, fuck that. We gotta charge you an extra $50. We ain't gotta drop the price of shit.
Yo, for real.
So, like, I'm just like, fuck, man, like, because, like, I mean, I felt bad when I sold my Switch. I felt like I you know, I bastardized, you know, myself. You know,
wow.
Like, I was like, fuck, man, I should have sold my Switch. But I started thinking, like, I don't even play this motherfucker, man. Like, I ain't used it. Like, I bought games just because I had it, and I felt like I had to buy games for it. But I didn't even play it.
It was fun. It was fun when you played it, but there was nothing that made you say, "Hey, I want to play my Switch today."
Well, actually, okay, let me back up. Okay, so I got it when I was deployed a couple of years ago, and it worked perfect then. I had, I didn't need Wi-Fi for it. I could jump on there and play a little Mario Kart, play a little bit of Zelda or whatever. But like when I got back to the States, I was like, I got a 980 Ti in my PC. I got an Xbox, I got a PlayStation. What the fuck do I need to Switch for? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, so I put it to the side. I would pick it up every now and then to fuck with it. But I never used it. Like I really never played that motherfucker when I got back to the States. I was doing it just because I owned it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had to pick it up and do something with it. And I really just was like, I just wasn't into it like that. And so I said, fuck it. My daughter has hers. My other kids didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. So I was like, fuck it. I got rid of it. And I traded it fuck her in, So I got store credit for it and used that to get my Xbox Series X at some point later on down the line. But I mean, I'm not knocking the Switch people out there at all. I mean, I think it's cool to have a handheld console because like there's a space for that. I'm just not on the go like that anymore where I would need to use a handheld. If I'm at home and I'm playing something, I'm gonna play it on my Xbox, I'm gonna play it on my PC. I want
Mostly
that.
PC.
I play both. I'm probably 50-50 on both right now. But I just don't see the need for the Switch for me. That's just me. I don't travel like that. When I used to travel, the Switch would have been perfect for me. But I don't travel like that anymore. So this really doesn't help me at all. I'm usually the one driving the car, not sitting in the passenger seat, fucking around with the Switch, So, and again, I've outgrown a lot of the games too. I mean, I don't mind Mario Kart, doing stuff with the kids and stuff like that. But at some point, as an adult, as a grown-ass 45-year-old man, I just cannot get into the Switch games.
They put Skyrim, they put Witcher on there.
I got Skyrim. I got Witcher. I got that on a fucking beast-ass PC. I don't need that on the Switch too. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense for me to play it a third time, Yeah. Now, what they could have done would have been like, hey, they'd have put xCloud on that motherfucker. They'd have put an operating system on there. I can go surf the internet, make phone calls and shit, and made it like into a tablet type deal. That would have made more sense to me. But it's just a console to me, and it just doesn't suit me.
Yes, I want to get Netflix isn't on there. It'd be the perfect on the go.
Yeah.
Watch a movie or TV show. What the effing is Nintendo thinking sometimes?
Yeah, like I mean, none of that is on there, and that was my biggest gripe with the original Switch.
Well, they don't want to spend that money to Netflix to add that stuff.
To add it to it. Yeah, that's their fault. But I mean, and when I did my review of the Switch, when I actually had a channel, those were my gripes. Like, where's my Netflix? You got me using this as a handheld. At least give me the option to put everything streams nowadays. So like, give me that option. Give me a 5G option. Like you'd have thought they'd have done something like that with this, but no. They're like, nah, fam. We're just gonna take the same Switch. We're gonna make the screen a little bit bigger. We're gonna give you an OLED screen and a new kickstand and a little bit more memory. And that's basically the only thing they did.
Kickstand.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. It's a kickstand, dude.
Yeah, because the kickstand, the little thing they had before was garbage, man. It would just fall over and just like fuck that staying out, like a little drunk ass friend and shit. You got to hold up.
It was lean. Yeah, it did that gangster lean. It was crazy. I was like, man, all right.
So like, I mean, fuck the Switch, man. Fuck it.
I got you, bro.
Games, fuck it, man. It's like it's just if you've got the money. And you want to Switch? Just get a Switch Lite. That's $199.
Fred, you're saying all that, but as soon as that new Metroid, the real new,
no,
the
I'm not kidding.
Metroid
I'm not kidding. I'm gonna tell you right now. I put that on my mama. I will never get a Switch again, unless they come out with some 4K bullshit, like a bigger ass fucking screen. Like every. I don't know what podcast let's do. That's not like everything you can do on a Switch. You can do on a fucking tablet. I can do on a phone. I got better resolution on my damn cell phone.
Right. And that's the thing that trips me out too, is because I don't even think that the Switch will do any 4K anytime soon. They don't have to. Their fan base doesn't care.
Don't care.
Like they don't care. Like I mean, I guarantee. Well, I can't guarantee anything because I don't know, but I would pretty much be sure that.
That's almost a guarantee, right there.
Yeah,
pretty much be sure.
Okay. Well, I can't even do that because I don't know what Nintendo's going to do. I just feel. Let's do it like that. I feel that the Switch 2 will be 1080p or 1440p, but I don't think that the next one will be 4K at all. I think it will be 1080p or 1440p max. Same type of screen. and go from there. It'll be $350, maybe.
What is it? Is it dock? What is it with the new Switch dock? Is it 1080?
Yeah,
same as whatever the original Switch.
It's the same. Yeah.
Yo, JT Gamer says somebody stole a Switch.
He's trying to do a Switch. I want.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Yeah, sorry, JT.
If you're in the retro and you like shumps, shoot 'em ups, Switch is your system. There's only 3 or 4 of us out there that like that, so cool.
That's all I got, man. That's
All right,
fuck the Switch.
Well, guys, let's get into something more interesting, and it's from Ubisoft. Ubisoft came out and stated that Assassin's Creed going into the future is heading in a new direction.
Just all bot to go on a rant. Go ahead, bot.
Yeah, this game, which has been known for incredible stories, a story-driven experience, stuff like that, seems that they are going to open it up as a basically a game as a service, a live service game, a game where content is added to it as you go. And this really stirred up the gamers out there on social media. A lot of people were like, "Yo, what the hell is Ubisoft doing?" There was nothing wrong with Assassin's Creed to begin with. I know ever since they went in that route where you can go either stealth or all out, I've seen kind of like a rejuvenation of the franchise. It's reaching a broader kind of like group of gamers out there that now have interest in the game. And from what I'm hearing from Ubisoft, I guess that's not enough, and they want to get more people, and they want to get people in there as a live service game. Yobi said he's going to go off on a rant, so I think I'm going to hold off.
You said you going to go off on a rant.
How you going to
go off on a rant?
Nah, bro. What do you?
I think pretty much almost everybody on the panel. I don't know what Mojo's going to think, but I think everybody else going to be kind of on the same page with it.
Well, let's see. Let's start with Predator. Let's start with Predator first on this.
Someone say,
what happened, Mojo?
I said, Sea of Thieves, Assassin's Creed. Did somebody say that?
Don't
do
that.
That's the future of games. I'm not saying that's what I want. I don't play Sea of Thieves. I don't play any of those big open world games where you have to buy crap from the game to make money. But that is what developers and that's what they want. Okay, that's just
developers.
Everybody's looking for that cash cow, where they'll have people inside their game buying crap and making money. And I think maybe Ubisoft looks at Assassin's Creed is a little old in the tooth. And I disagree with them. I think it's a horrible move, but I understand it because I see it all the time when I see games like that just make so much money. And it's like crap. And then they make them free to play. They don't even charge you for the damn game because they know they're going to get people in there that'll buy crap. And all right, so everybody wants one of those. Microsoft wanted one desperately, and they had it with Sea of Thieves.
Well, Mojo,
happened Sea of Thieves, but
real quick, yeah. Mojo. When it comes to a game as a service, like you're pointing to Sea of Thieves a lot, and that makes me think about Black Flag or whatnot, but. When I think of Assassin's Creed, people already know. I think of like Ezio and that whole thing. That was my favorite. That one. Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. I know life those games, but when it comes to the Assassin's Creed universe, like I do realize that it is an underground group of people. Trying to protect the world from the Templars, and Templars are trying to control, basically society or whatnot. Do you think that this universe, this franchise, can transition to a live service like that? Do you think that it would cater to kind of like a live service type game?
I think it'll be. I almost hate to say this because I hate those kind of games. But yeah, I think it'll work great, and I think they're going to make a lot of money doing it. they know what they make with each Assassin's Creed now, and I think they've been seeing their money go down over the last couple, even though those games were bigger and more open world like. And I think basically they said, "Hey, we cracked the door open a little. Now we're going to kick it wide open, and this is what you're going to get." And I think it'll work fine if you like that kind of world and playing your game in it. They've got a nice setup for it.
Okay, all right, but unfortunately, they might be losing a fan doing this with you, Mojo.
Hey, I'm still mad they went from Prince of Persia to effing Assassin's Creed. All right, I was a Prince of Persia fan.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
When they went to Assassin's Creed and that whole stealth, and I like the platforming of Prince of Persia and some of the stuff you could do. That kind of bugged me, but I got over it, and I learned and started loving some of the early Assassin's Creed games, 2, 3, and so on. I don't know if I throw out all their names because there's a bunch of them, and I literally have every one of them on my Xbox. I've got them all digitally, and they're great. And then the last 3 games, much bigger games. I've just kind of seen the handwriting on the wall that they wanted to go to this games as a service, and yeah.
All right, brother. Yo, real quick, shout out to the friendly neighborhood Blue Shell for hitting up that super chat. Thank you so much for the support, man. And this is interesting right here. He says Nintendo missed a golden opportunity to add 4G capability to the Switch instead of the Ethernet port. Like, and you know, if you play it,
he's absolutely right.
See, if you play it docked, I would think that the Ethernet port would be a good thing. I have all my systems are hardwired. Like I don't go through Wi-Fi when it comes to gaming, especially if I'm playing like Destiny 2. If I'm in the Crucible and Trials and stuff like that, I don't want any chance for anything to lag and stuff like. So I go hardwired. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a good idea, but
unless you pay out the wazoo like I do for panoramic.
Well, I have 1G speed. I pay about it's like a little over $90 a month for
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, I got in when they first introduced that.
Oh.
I wish I was paying $90 or $100 a month for internet.
It's not gigabyte. Gigabyte internet. Yeah, it's gigabyte internet. But I got in when it was first offered, so I have that price for life as long as I'm a customer now.
I don't do that's some good shit for real over there. I've been there for day one, and they keep increasing because they'll send us a new panoramic thing or whatever every time, but it damn sure ain't no $99.
But why do you think K Mega? Why do you think that was a good idea? Like what Blue Shell said.
Well, I mean, because it's just the convenience of it for real. I mean, for just having that plugged in, because a lot of people don't have they won't, or they don't have, or paying as much as I am, or maybe Pred's paying. I don't know what I'm thinking, maybe because we might have the same type of service. So with Cox Communications, so they're not cheap. So they so to have your shit hardwired, it just means more stability, especially if you don't have, if you're not paying for the internet that's supposed to be perfect for, even if you're just going off of, even you're not having to start wired. So to me, it's just them being cheap. Like just like with Mojo was bringing up the stuff about Netflix. Like they don't want it. They would sell a hell of a lot. Even they sold a ton, but they would sell a hell of a lot more if you could have those apps on the Switch with like Disney Plus and Discovery Plus and Netflix and Hulu. It would be, man, people would go crazy because they could carry that on the go.
Bro,
but because they don't
have that on there by now,
Yeah, well, they don't want
to. It would be pretty awesome to watch.
It would be excellent to watch it, but the fact of it is that they don't want to spend the money to those companies to have those services on there, and that's the same thing. If you add that Ethernet port, I don't know how much it would cost to be extra, but it is going to be extra. They are very frugal about what they do, and for some reason, people still accept it. Listen, I'm always going to love Nintendo because they propelled me to become the gamer that I am. But there's just some things that you have to just say, look, okay, enough is enough. I got what you got. I buy your games, but I'm not going to increase anything until you really increase the product to at least be, formidable to somewhat of what the competition is giving. Because if not, then hell, I could just be doing stuff off of, like Fred said, his laptop or his cell phone or anything else. So, I mean, and that's another thing why a lot of people on PC use emulators. Is because the way the Nintendo's tactics are with the way that they double, triple, quadruple dip you with their games. People are tired of that type of shit. Like, listen, I get it. You are making a lot of money on that. A lot of people would love to play those games, but man, just make it a monthly service to where people could just go and have the option to play the old Mario, the old Nintendo from the NES all the way to Nintendo 64 as a service. Like, they have so many options to where they can make even tons of more money. They just don't want to spend the money on the infrastructure, or they just they want to keep everything in house. They have a different structure of how they do things, but it's bizarre to me. But it works. It's their system. It works. I can't knock it.
For that original Switch, you could buy a Ethernet adapter. By the way, I think it was when they originally sold it. I think it was like $50 damn.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, keep it in house. Yeah.
But I don't know how well it works, and I don't even know what it plugs into because he's got it hooked up. I think it plugs into the.
Well, I'm looking at Lemon saying it only costs $15. Lemon, why do we have to pay $15 to add anything?
To add the Ethernet port.
He said it's 15, so it sounds like to me $15.
It's probably 15 now. I think when the Switch dropped, you could buy it initially. I think it was back then. It was $49.99. They may be selling for $15 now because I don't think that many people bought them. But,
I thought he was talking about the manufacturing, like to manufacture the new ones. Like it really doesn't cost them just about anything to put in an Ethernet port. You know what I'm saying? And you're looking at the $50 more. Of course, you got the more like storage or whatnot. But back to Assassin's Creed real quick, because like I said, and for people who thought I would be upset with this, right? I actually think, because I remember the Assassin's Creed kind of like the multiplayer part of it, and I really like that. I really like the multiplayer. So if they're going in as a game as a service, and they're gonna have like kind of like maybe a bigger world, more than one assassin in there, and kind of like maybe working together with others, and kind of coordinating your attacks and stuff, like I'm actually down with something like that. I miss the old Assassin's Creed. I miss the Assassin's Creed 2. I miss the Brotherhood. I miss the Assassin's Creeds that were built from the ground up strictly with stealth in mind, because that's what an assassin is. Assassin doesn't come in wielding an axe, taking out an entire fort by himself. That's not an assassin. That's a brawler. That's a fighter. That's not the definition of assassin. But if they come out in this world where you're putting your assassins group together, and you're coordinating attacks, and you're going in like stealthy and getting in and out without being seen or detected or anything like that, I'm actually down for something like that. I think that would be cool. That would be interesting. But it's not just about me. I got a panel here. So Yobi, you said I was going to go off on a rant, and I'm actually, considering it if they do it right, man. But what do you think about this direction change? Do you think that this is something that needed to be done, or something that Ubisoft wanted to do just to, make money off of possibly like, the cosmetic side of things and stuff like that? Do you think it's a good idea to take this well-known franchise and to open it up as a service game, man?
It's kind of a 50-50 with me because at first when they said it, Assassin's Creed Infinity, the first thing that came to my mind was, they're doing the same route like Halo Infinite, you know. So
People using that I word, man.
I'm being honest with you. I honestly feel like they're taking the same route that what Microsoft is doing with Halo Infinite. And I feel like once Microsoft made that announcement about Halo Infinite years ago, I think this was way in the making. This is like years in the making for them. So 50-50. The other 50 is story wise. I don't know how they're gonna take it. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's interesting. But hopefully, as long as I can create my assassin, we good. That's all I care about. To be honest with you.
You want to customize your own assassin and build them up, right?
No, I want to create my own assassin. It's a difference. Customizing as in you just want to put different clothes on the main character. No, I want to create my assassin from the ground up.
My bad, sir. Yeah. Bad pick of words right there. I am so sorry, Mr. Yobi.
That's all I gotta say about that. Next.
But yeah, no, I would definitely like to do that as well. I am always a fan of making my own characters. One of the things in NBA 2K is I love making my own player. There's nothing like it. I call him Xbot 448 with 448 spelled out as the last name.
To be honest with you, bro, I think what they're gonna borrow from with Assassin's Creed Infinity is on Unity when they had the online mode where you could have like your own assassin squad. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna take something from that and put that towards that one as well.
All right, so it's something that like I mean that's kind of what I'm talking about here. You know, coordinating with your friends and taking out contracts, stuff like that. Of course, you know, a story kind of like being the backbone of it all. But
right, because think about it, because you guys got one contract, right? Or you could have 3 contracts. I'm like, all right, you got to go on this side of France to take care of that one. Bot is gonna go on the north side, and Mega's gonna go on the south side, and not go on the west side. So that's okay. I see what it is.
Yeah,
They can go many ways. They can go many ways.
Yeah. There's definitely potential there. Although when it comes to like going through different like time periods and stuff like that, I don't know how they're gonna weave that in there. You know, I don't know.
You just said it.
Seasons.
Abstergo tech.
Seasons. Abstergo.
Yeah, seasons.
Yeah, the Abstergo tech.
So there's got to be something that they're looking for. You know what I'm saying, in order to do that. But yeah, seasons definitely. Season passes, all that good stuff, man. All the good stuff that we know in today's gaming. So
midnight. Constant dates.
That's what I'm talking about, Curie. Exactly. Make your assassin from the ground up. I'm with it.
Well, Pred, what do you think about this, bro? Because like I know you, like when it comes to a story driven kind of like single player game, you'll go in, you'll do just about everything in the game, you'll beat it, you won't touch it again. So I think they might be trying to do this to this franchise for gamers like you to keep you involved, possibly spend some money on you know, different outfits, stuff like that. Are you down with what they're doing with Assassin's Creed?
First of all, I got the notification that the group call will end in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So, we probably need to back out and restart before I go. If you want to do that.
Okay, I'll do that one more time, guys. Just bear with us, man. I will be using a new service the next time we go live.
Discord.
I can't believe they're doing this, man.
Discord, everything's
but I gotta set it up. I gotta set up servers, all that good shit for that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is Google we're talking about. They're not going to just let everything for free. Google, if that's the case, they should have just kept Google Hangouts.
It was great. It was great while it lasted, people. Yeah. That means I'm gonna have to redo the look and everything, man. Guys, you're still with me, but I'm doing a new meet right now. Just bear with me, guys. Unfortunately, Google decided that they want more money, and I did not know that they were wanting money. So, there we go. Grab the link. But yeah, the more and more I think about it, the more and more there's potential with that whole Assassin's Creed thing, man. That can turn out to be absolutely wild. Yo, chat, what do you guys think? Do you want it more traditional, how we have it, or do you see the potential in possibly opening up the franchise as a service game moving forward? Okay, we got doorbells. We're ringing here. Mojo, you are so fast, bro. You are so fast with it.
Yeah, I got a Surface Pro, man, sitting right beside of me, so it's like, yeah.
All right, we're getting more.
Yeah.
Pred.
They were.
Yeah.
All right.
And
the timer begins. 1 hour.
Yeah, we'll be out. We'll be off by the next time, though. So
yeah. So we're missing K Mega.
No, we got it. We got it.
All right. All right. So I'll get into this before we run out of time here. So he's in.
We're back.
Jesus Christ.
That's perfect.
So yeah, I mean, you know me, I love Assassin's Creed. I played all of them except for, I think, the one on the water. And actually two of them. There's two I haven't played. But I've always loved the Assassin's Creed franchises. I mean, so this is different. But I do think it opens up avenues for them to do something with Prince of Persia because those games are so similar with the platforming and stuff like that. So if they're going to go the infinity route with this, because I never thought it made sense to have a Prince of Persia and an Assassin's Creed because they're basically the same game. Just the stories are different, obviously. Just like the gameplay mechanics are basically the same to me. So if they're gonna go this route with Assassin's Creed, maybe that opens up the avenue to do something with Prince of Persia and bring it back.
Ooh.
And make that, because it doesn't make sense to have two platformers like that where you're scaling buildings and stuff like that. I think it just opens up an opportunity for them to work on Prince of Persia as another game, standalone game that's kind of separate mechanic wise than Assassin's Creed. But I don't like the Assassin's Creed the way they're going with it. I'm going to entertain it for now. But they did come out and say, I guess maybe last year, that they were trying to go for more service-based
yes,
type
they did.
Platforms with all their games, you know, and no one really liked that. We kind of thought that they would keep Assassin's Creed as Assassin's Creed, but if you look at, you know, they basically got The Division, they got Ghost Recon, and this, and the season pass thing, they have in all those games. Basically every game they have, no exception of Good and Evil, and Rainbow Six has it.
Beyond Good and Evil, man. Where is that game, by the way?
Avatar is probably not going to have it, but you know, once they get those games out, I think they're really just going to go basically service-based with all their games, like they were saying they're going to do. And again, it makes money. I mean, you can keep those games alive forever and ever, and you can just keep adding to them, and you know, and they maybe come up with another service-based game later on. But I'm not excited about it, but I'll give it a try. We'll see what it looks like when it comes out.
I hear you.
At the table told them to, hey, well, let's make sure we don't do a Fallout 76. But you know, that's what
if you go back and you think about it, like the reason why we never got a Splinter Cell is because they couldn't figure out how to do this with Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
And that's why we'll probably never get one, because they can't seem to make a service-based Splinter Cell. They seem to sell the franchise and the Xbox and let them make a game for it. But I just, if they're going to go full service-based with all their franchises, you know, then, I mean, I'm kind of stuck with what we got, you know. I mean, I love Assassin's Creed. I don't mind. I just don't look at Assassin's Creed as a multiplayer game. It just never has been to me. It's that game I want to get in and fucking do dumb shit for, you know, 50 hours and then be done with it. But I mean, I'm not the gamer they're looking for. They want you guys to stay entertained in the game. So I don't see how much content they're going to keep adding to a game like Assassin's Creed, other than, I mean, think of it this way. If they do this, where are they going to start from? Right? Are they going to go all the way back to the very beginning? Are they're gonna start fresh with a brand new story.
They're gonna start fresh.
I don't think so, because when I look at that picture they showed Ezio and all the other assassins. Yeah. So we're gonna get stories from all different. When I say seasons, when I was making that joke before, I was being serious. You're gonna start off with Ezio's story. You're gonna go into everybody else, and then you're gonna like that season. That's year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7. Like they're gonna go through all the assassins.
Well, Ezio was the golden age of Assassin's Creed, man.
Yeah.
Let's just be real.
Bayek was one of my favorites. So. I mean, you'll go through all those stories, and they'll spread them out and have you do little missions, throughout with friends, and how they're going to integrate, multiplayer into that. If they're going to do it infinite, obviously, like 4 of us playing together is one thing, but what about, is it PvP? Is it PvE? Is it a mixture of both? Like, how's that going to work?
I would think, and I'm just guessing here, I would think that like they would either have modes that would be PvP and some that are just like just straight like co-op, kind of like
assassin versus assassin. Fucking we go steal some.
Who gets the contract first? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. But when did they say this was gonna release? Or do they have like an idea?
I think around the same time that they slotted for GTA 6 to release.
2099?
No, 2025. I think like 2024, 2025 in that area. Which I know it sounds like a long time, but look, we're in 2021 now, guys. Just like yesterday we were looking at 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got time to squeeze another Assassin's Creed in. There's a couple more stories for the one we have now. So I mean, I ain't gonna knock it. Let me look and see what they do first with it, but I'm not excited about it. Unless again they bring me a Prince of Persia back, I'm straight.
Nice, nice, brother. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't give it a lot of thought at first. I saw a lot of people getting mad, and I'm like, yeah, rightfully so. And you guys should be mad. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, no, this actually sounds like it could be interesting. But K-Mega, like. I know you're a root gamer, but you're one of those gamers that you also kind of like you embrace change as it moves. When it came to Halo and sprinting and stuff like that, you have a tendency to embrace change and kind of like you like to see where it's going, how it's evolving. What do you think about what Ubisoft wants to do with Assassin's Creed, bro?
Grumpy old Pred. Listen, this is the thing right here. This sounds amazing, because, and I've talked to some of these angry people, starting with it last night, and somebody was trying to tell me the microtransactions. This is what destroys gaming. Okay, so basically, it funds gaming, but then like, okay, so how long has it been since you played Assassin's Creed? I play all the Assassin's Creed, so. You do know that there's microtransactions in every Assassin's Creed since I believe Black Flag, right? And I'm a late adopter to Assassin's Creed, because I'm like Fred. I didn't start liking Assassin's Creed until Bayek popped up on the scene. Once they came out with that format to make it more Witcher-esque, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. And then I went back and started playing the other one. I did play a little bit of Syndicate. And then I started liking it because it flowed better. And then so like just recently, just a couple of months ago, I told you guys I beat Unity. So they had microtransactions in there because I bought a couple extra little things in there. And the online aspect, this is why I know that this will work, because I got to try to. Me and Don were supposed to play some online on it, but he didn't have it downloaded, which I don't have which I have no idea. I don't even know. I think he likes. Conserves his space, because I only think he likes like 4 games, because he don't download a lot of games into his shit, right? I have to download it. But anyway, regardless of that, so I went in there, I played with a couple of randoms that just so happens, I mean, because it's not like just robust where you could just go in and just a match right there. But it was like Yobi was saying, it's still within the story, and actually they enhance the story by telling about another true to life character and doing something within that space. You have to protect this. The one that I did was with this French woman, and you had to protect her from the bandits, and that was like a 2-3 hour session that we had to go from different places. Some, me and another person, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I was following one person, and we was assassinating people and killing people and jumping around and everything, and then we got to the point to where it was the last part, and I just sat there and waited because I'm waiting for somebody to make the move of where we were going, and then I finally talked to somebody online, and they were like, you come from this position, this other person comes from this position, and then the other two just wait for anybody to come in. Once we come in there to try to kill anybody, if we can't assassinate them or whatever. So we did it, and it worked to perfection. It was fun as shit, and I was like, this got some potential. So when they said it, I looked at it, this is perfect because. And there's another thing, and Pred stole my thunder because that was another thing that I was going to say was about Prince of Persia. Maybe they're going to go the Prince of Persia route to be the single player game to take over from what they're doing with Assassin's Creed now. Because if you notice, with Halo and with other games like Destiny, they have this 10-year plan. What's the best way to do it instead of just always coming with another interaction where people got to pay this amount, that amount, when instead they could just get a yearly version of it for less than $60. They'd be like $40 like they do on Destiny, and you get an expansion and you can create your own assassin or however that they'll play it out. And I don't think that there'll be any more Assassin's Creeds until this Assassin's Creed come out. The one reason why I say that is because how are they going to top this new one? And then the only thing that I can see that they could top it with is it's going in Japan. But at that point, they shot their load by going with the Viking instead of doing the Japan shit, because now there's a game out there called Ghost of Tsushima that has set the tone on how you do feudal Japan with doing it, Assassin's Creed-esque style. Because, and so then people are going to compare that version to Sony's Ghost of Tsushima, which I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to win that. You're going to win that argument. So the best way for them to do it is to start it however they're going to start it. Start it with their most beloved characters, which, I have not played the second through the second because I hated the first one. The first one was the most boring thing I've ever played in my life, and I said I'll never play this shit ever again.
I hated it.
I hated it.
Shots at me, bro. You taking shots?
Boring. I said if I have to hop on this horse one more time to take it all the way back to this castle or to wherever the hell I'm going, I'm done. And I had to do it. I said I'm done, and so I was done with it. So I never played 2, 3, or what Revelation. I ain't played any of them until I booted up Black Flag. I said I don't know. I played maybe about 2 hours of it, and then I never went back until Syndicate, and then Bayek and them. And so then I went back, and that's when I'm going backwards now. So that's, to me, is the perfect scenario for this to stay fresh and to also have people invested, because like Yobi said, like Curie said, I am customizing my own assassin. And that holds a lot of weight with a lot of people when you create your own character and that character is in that. It's just like with Destiny, Bot. I think the reason why so many people are investing into Destiny is not only because of the stuff that they keep adding, but it's your character that you increase every time that they come with a new season.
Well, especially now since the last expansion and kind of them building on like the armor perks and setups, because you really make your guardian play how you want it. Yeah, play how you want it. You get your own buffs and stuff like that. You literally grind for armor that protects you in certain ways, that gives you buffs in different areas that you want. And that definitely, whenever you create your own character, and then you're able to customize them further after that, it creates an attachment to that character with you, and you are more likely to go in and play that because that is your representation in that world of you. So yeah, there's definitely something there that keeps you playing that game.
Right, and so that's for me. And listen, they're in a medium spot. They're in a spot where, okay, Odyssey was too big for a lot of people. It was big for me. I said, yo, I don't want another game to be. I don't want to play another game this big in my life ever again. It's a beautiful, fantastic game. Odyssey was amazing, but that game was just too goddamn big. It was awfully big. Just man, because a person like me who gets the you going to bed, baby? It's a little early, but okay, what time is it? Oh yeah, Bots kept me up on. I'm sorry. I was supposed to spend time with you, and Bots doing this. It's all Bots' fault. No, I'm just playing. She was going to bed. She's over here looking at me like, stop it. Anyway, but no, and so it's just too big. Okay, so like I got Valhalla, but I haven't got started with Valhalla yet. I want to beat Scarlet Nexus and Bound Mutant first before I jump on Valhalla. I want to get, try to knock out as many single player games out before I go crazy and just play nothing but multiplayer forever with Halo and Battlefield. But I just, for me, it's like those people don't finish those games because they feel too overwhelmed. So games with a service kind of alleviates that, because once people go to a certain spot and they beat it, then they feel like they get that a sense of accomplishment, and then they know that they can always go back because there's new content that's going. But then you got like people like Pred that'll beat the game, don't put 300 and some hours like I did in Odyssey or I don't know how long he put in Valhalla, but I put like
in time to Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no, he put about like 100 hours into it or whatever. But he's like, he said like 50 hours or whatever. He's got a time limit. Like after I get to a certain spot, okay, I'm tired of this shit. I just want to beat the game and I'm done, and that's fine. So the best way to do that is to kind of have a service in order for you to do it. I know that people get so scared about the microtransactions aspect of it, or the play to win, or that shit. Play to win shit is done.
There hasn't really been anything pay to win ever since people got on their asses about that.
Right? Yeah.
There boxes and shit.
Right. Like ever since the loot box shit, that shit is done. So
it's all cosmetics, man.
Cosmetics and things like that. And then also you can still, like, if you want to grind and not pay for that new season for Call of Duty, you can do it. I did it. It was crazy. It was painful. I was like, oh my God, but I did it. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I see. I might just pay this $20 to $25 for this. But that's the thing to me, is where if you have the option to where you're not forcing people to spend the money, then that's fine. I don't see why people hate on this whole on the word online, and then always throw microtransactions in the shit when they knowingly will go buy Assassin's Creed of their choice. Let's say that they go back to the original Assassin's Creed, like do a remake of that one, and then they have microtransactions. What do you think people are going to do? Oh, I'm going to buy this little outfit. I'm going to buy this trinket. I'm going to buy that. So you still going to invest into it by spending money on those microtransactions anyway. So I hate when people say that, and then when people keep talking about, it loses the credibility of games because everything is online. Listen, I get you, but you know what? When you put that game into your console, you got to be, most games now today, single player or not, has to have some kind of online connection so they can get a patch or something else. So I don't want to hear that shit either. So it's like, listen, give it a chance before you knock it. Now, if it comes out and it's not for you, then that's fine. I can totally agree with that, because everybody has that option. But let's see what they do first before they do it. Let's see what they do first before you start knocking it and hating it, because it might be something that you really will enjoy. Because Ubisoft is really good at doing co-op games. They're one of the best at it, in my opinion.
Yeah, when they first announced it, like I said, I saw people on social media and get upset, and I didn't really think about it. I'm like, yeah, you should be, because I thought about the stories and stuff, but the more and more I kind of thought it out. I'm like, yo, this could actually be an awesome universe to kind of get in and start your assassins kind of like click and get into the story and like I said.
And wouldn't it be?
Go ahead.
And wouldn't it be cool? No, I was just gonna say. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just. Wouldn't it be cool though if you could create your character and you can have the option to make your character like the old school assassins, like just that kind of methodical. Because you can play like that in the newer Assassins games. You can
but it's not
go
built,
and sneak up on everybody.
Built specifically for that.
Right. So, but you can make your character that can be more stealthy than he is, going in, being balls to the wall, and just hacking and slash people. So
I'm letting you know, my Assassin's crew would be, we would be true assassins. We would get in, take out our contract, get out.
If you hit me up
without being,
if you hit me up, my dude's gonna have some blades. And I'll sit here and I'll cut a few people. I mean, I'll sneak up and cut up a couple of necks and take some Achilles heels. But then when it gets down to the boss, or a big dude or something, I'm ready to squab. I'm ready to put hands on his ass deliciously. I'm ready to fight. So, all that being cute, just trying to sneak up on people the whole game. No, I need to put hands on suckers, man. I like that.
Well, you're not an assassin yet, then, man. You're a brawler.
I am an assassin.
I
got an achievement in every Assassin's game I played of saying I'm an assassin.
Dude,
so
just because you got the achievement saying you're an assassin, that don't mean you're an assassin.
I've dropped on many of heads, cut many of throats, man. I've stuck them in the ribs. I've done a lot of sneaking around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's sometimes you just gotta handle business. You
slice them. You say the prayer. You close their eyes and let them go. Like that's it. They're done. And then
it's
you
better
walk
to
out
see,
like nothing happened.
It's better to see them with that blade in their tummy, and they looking dead at you because you just went up there and kicked their ass. You took their manhood from them. Like, I did this to you. I did this. But when you assassinate everybody, they don't know what's happening. You got them. They fell victim to the throat needle. Here,
the throat needle.
That, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, come on, Fred. I know you agree with me on that. Like, come on, man. It was when you had to fight those 10. Those they're not the Cosmos dudes that's in Odyssey, but they're close to it. They're part of that cult. And Bayek riding around. Yeah, okay, yeah. You sneak up on them when they're on horse, when they're on their horse buggy shit or whatever, and you get them. But it's nothing like when you would throw them hands on them, man, because you know that you ran from them damn near the whole game, half of the game, and then he was like, no, yeah, because they were too powerful. But now I got this strength. I'm ready to go heads up. Like, come on, Fred, you know that.
Oh yeah,
what's up?
I've gone through complete compounds and I just wiped everybody out without even being recognized.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there's bodies everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're just like, man, I'm a god.
And then you get next. Like, what's next? Like, ain't nobody here.
Well, who's next? Like, aren't they gonna call some backup? Oh, I killed everybody, so that's why there's no backup. Yeah, man, come on, bot.
No,
you gotta play. You gotta play the new Assassin's Creed, man. You gotta play the new. You gotta play at least gotta play Origins, man. Origins was amazing because that is what started the whole thing.
I thought I had Origins, but for some rhyme or reason, I was feeling it one day. I was like gonna download it, and I don't have it. I have Valhalla, not Valhalla. I have the Greek one,
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Hold on.
I have Odyssey. I don't have Origins.
But I understand what you're saying. What you're saying, that's not Assassin's Creed, but at the same time, you can't expect Assassin's Creed to use the just stay.
I can't expect Assassin's Creed to be assassins.
Even assassins know how to throw hands, though.
I didn't say that. I said you can't expect the game to like not just saying like, for example, Assassin's Creed 1. Now fast forward to Assassin's Creed 10. Imagine if Assassin's Creed 1 played just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not gonna grow. You got to expect for it to grow.
I wouldn't say just like I wouldn't say just like that. You can stay within like strictly stealth and then add like new features and stuff like that.
You still
when it comes to sequels.
Stuff in these games, though.
The name assassin means that you stay in stealth. Like that's the whole thing about an assassin. Like they plan methodically what they're gonna do, how they're gonna take them out, and that's what they do. That's
every movie I've seen an assassin where they get caught and somebody's
playing, but they don't
on their ass, but
then
but no, then
they don't use stealth for shit.
Yeah, like there's sometimes that the assassins show you that look, I'm not just being in this dark because I can't fight. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna walk up to this motherfucker and I'm gonna kill him. Look at me in his eye and take his head off.
Right? Yeah, like look at me in the eye. You know.
Well, guys, on that happy ass note,
shit gotta grow, dog. It gotta grow.
Right? Yeah.
Well, but it says assassin in his name. But on that happy ass note, I think it is about time.
The Creed. I love it. I love it crazy.
This showdown. Shout out to the chat. You guys have been absolutely.
Oh, now you want to end the show now since my wife is going to bed. That's
wait,
just
hold
great.
on. Yo, Bob, before you end the show. Listen, before you end the show, I've called this years and years ago. I don't know if probably nobody don't remember me saying this. When Grand Theft Auto 5 first came out at the end of the 360 generation, right? See GTA 6 for a couple years. And when I say years, I mean like over at least for a decade. Now they announced GTA 5 for next generation for this generation console. GTA 6 ain't coming out at least like 2024, 2025. That's 11 years. Like what, 10, 11 years since we got a new Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Both Microsoft and Sony at various investors' calls came out and said that for the previous period, not the same period, but the previous period that they happened to be talking about, that Fortnite was the sole driving factor that earned them money. Not any of their own games, not any other third party. Fortnite saved their asses. Both companies did that at investors' calls, and it wasn't the same time period. It was during that Fortnite heyday, right before they went to what this newest version where they went black for a couple of days. I'm talking about prior to that. Both companies said that Fortnite was the driving factor for profit for those periods. People do spend money and love these kind of games. That's why I said it doesn't bother me that Assassin's Creed's going to this. I don't personally like it, but I understand it, and I'll give it a chance. I gave Fallout 76 a chance. Didn't care.
God bless you for that one.
Shit, I left that shit alone. They broke my heart with that shit. I'll go back to it.
My oldest son still plays it on PC, and he says they fixed all that crap. And it's great now, just like they fixed all the crap in Sea of Thieves, and they fixed all the crap in what was that one that's kind of game Rainbow Six. They keep a game out long enough, they fix stuff in it. But sometimes people don't go back and play them. I think that's the problem with Fallout 76. The console market's kind of forgiving that.
With Fallout 76, now that they're under first party with Microsoft, you can see that like we kind of saw a roadmap with Fallout 76. You know that Microsoft, Xbox, they're in there. I think they have other developers kind of like helping out with 76. They're going to get everything kind of like straightened out, and before you know it, it's going to get kind of like that Sea of Thieves type treatment where by the end of it, they're going to have like an ever growing kind of like population playing that game. But shout out to Friendly Neighborhood Blue Shell hitting up that super chat one more time, and he's got a question for K Mega. He says, before K Mega goes, who do you prefer gameplay wise in Scarlet Nexus, Kasane or Yuito?
Yoito, I think that's his name. I'm playing with Kasane right now. I haven't played with Yuito. I played with Yuito in the demo,
That's
and so I was
I played Yuito in the demo. I like
it. No, and I really liked him, and I was like, the girl's combat is a little weird. She's fantastic. The only thing that she annoys me. Now the story is gotten really good now. She's finally coming to, but she was at the one point I was like, you know what, I'm getting tired of this heifer, man. I'm tired of her telling me, telling you it doesn't matter type shit. Like, man, chick, your snobby ass attitude is, explain to this man what's going on. But anyway, yeah, no, the game combat is one of the best I've played in ages. I mean, it is very, very awesome combat. Like it stepped up to another level that I was not expecting, especially with everything. Like there's just almost, you have so many options within the game to just do what you want to do. I love that. They did fantastic with that, with the lack of some things what people were saying within the world looking kind of non-existent and things like that. But the combat is amazing.
Nice, man. That is a game I really do want to play. And good thing, like, because I follow you on Twitter. You are on my feed a lot on Twitter, so I see how much you are getting into that game. So when I do get my hands on it, I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. But,
you will, no doubt.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for now. Like a 40-year-old with a comb over, we gotta get those plugs in. And again, shout out to the chat. You guys have been absolutely amazing tonight. This is a night where I have to go to bed early because I am gonna be working all weekend, and tomorrow I get to drive to work through a tropical storm, which, in Connecticut happens like every other week. You know what I'm saying? Little sarcasm there. But, shout out to of course, Mojo and Yobi as well for coming in and really taking the place of Dark and Crispy. I think the panel, I think the chat even forgot, anything about Dark or Crispy for tonight, man. You guys really knocked it out the park. I'm gonna yeah, who's that?
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Let me go to Yobi first when it comes to outros. He is a retro renegade, and for people who don't know, you gotta let them know what that means, and let them know, anywhere else they can go and talk games, possibly play games with you, all that good stuff, bro.
Listen, they can find me on Twitter at DragonHeartYobi, Instagram and PlayStation at DragonHeartYobi, Xbox Live at DHeartYobi, and look out for me on Twitter, man. Posting inspiration videos every other day, just in case you're having bad days. My videos can get you through the BS. Take your mind away from the BS and just.
Why you don't do that when we're playing in Fight Night? Why you always tell me that? Why you always being disrespectful to me or the Sir X Man?
It's Fight Night.
I might want some inspiration. I might want some. I want you to just be nice and gentle.
Yo, calm down. You're starting to sound like Crispy talking to Dark on that mountain, bro.
Betrayal.
I know, right?
And shout out to Sir X Man for the super chat. He says, "Screw Assassin's Creed. Where's Splinter Cell? Ubisoft. Watch your mouth."
Yeah, you gotta say it the way he.
Watch your mouth.
Screw Assassin's Creed. Where's Splinter Cell and Ubisoft? Like, come on, man.
Watch your mouth. Put your pacifier.
There's a whole bunch of Splinter Cells right there to play, man. Backwards compat.
Yeah, but the real old ones, man, they only use part of the screen. They don't even make it full screen or anything. I can't stand that, bro. I can't stand that. But that's just
every Tuesday night. You can find me on Retro Renegades every Tuesday night at 7:00.
Talking wrestling.
Everything.
Yo, and of course my brother Mojo. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, man.
Good to be here.
Really do appreciate it. You said you wanted to be on more, and when I was like, damn, we were too short. You were one of the two people I thought of, and the first two people I thought of are the people who are on the panel right now. So thank you guys for that. Yo, Mojo, why don't you let them know about your YouTube channel, the show you're doing, and of course where they can go to talk games with you as well, bro.
Okay, Mojo_Blues1, both on Twitter and at YouTube. And the podcast I do on Saturday nights, Best Damn Xbox Podcast. Am I even saying that right? I'm
Best Damn Xbox Podcast. Yes, you did. So,
it's everything but the Kitchen Sink Podcast. Also, we talk not just gaming, movies, music, you name it, just whatever comes up. It's all free form, nothing scripted. My partner on there is the gaming werewolf, and he's not as old as me, but he's older and he's into retro games pretty hard. He's a big time Switch guy. He doesn't even have an Xbox either, by the way. He has a PS5. He has, I guess, the previous gen Xbox, but me, I'm hardcore Xbox. Even though I'm a single player guy, which is really weird, I know. But anyway, it's a fun show, and we will definitely be on this coming Saturday because we wasn't on last week. We don't always make it every week. Sometimes we keep weeks here and there just because we're both older and things in life. Sometimes you just we'll just do the show next week. It's not that important, but it's a good time. So hopefully I can pick up some viewers. But I like being on other people's shows and stuff from here and there. So it's always nice to get invited on. And I had a great time.
Nice, brother. And this won't be the last time I call on you, man. You said you like being a guest.
You got somebody else over there. Starts with a L Mega KM.
Yeah, L Mega.
Get it right.
I'm around anytime, so
Is Mojo trying to get an invite to GRG real quick? I think that
well,
might be...
not calling me L Mega. He's not.
You gotta say King of the A button. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yo, Predator, man, it's outro time. What do you got for us, bro?
Yo, next podcast next week, man. FYI, I have 94 hours in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, by the way. I don't know if that's enough for you, K-Mega, or not. But that's his main story, though. That's his main story.
Well, dude, the reason why you don't have as many hours in the game, Pred, is because you don't run around in circles for like 20, 25 hours at a time trying to figure out what you got to do.
In 94 hours, I have 94% progress done. So I was trying to get those achievements, you know what I'm saying?
He's got that military efficiency going on, man.
That's right, man.
I mean, I did everything that I was supposed to do within the game. So I mean,
But it took you like 130,000 hours to do it.
But in Odyssey, did you go and check every piece of the of land that it had there? Even did you?
Yeah,
did you
I
do
go
that?
To all the I do everything in every Assassin's Creed. The only reason
we're gonna have to do some comparing. We're gonna have to do our comparing.
I didn't do the extra shit like the DLC. I didn't get all the DLC, but the main story, I did everything in the main story. I beat all the Cyclops, all those knuckleheads, and went through all that shit. So
I got all the legendary beasts and all that.
Yeah, I did all that shit. But when it comes to the DLC, I don't typically go through the DLC like that. I'm usually done with the main story. I'm like, whatever. So and I haven't, and I'm actually tempted to go into Valhalla and do this on Valhalla, but I don't know. I might do it. We'll see. But next podcast next week, man. And hopefully we'll get some gaming news on Xbox this week. I mean, I keep they usually drop shit Fridays or late Thursday, and I haven't seen that. I keep hearing rumors about shit, and I have not seen nothing drop. So that would happen this week.
I'm waiting for them to announce that Halo show where they're going to go in on Halo because of the 20-year anniversary and really go in on Halo Infinite and stuff. But that's going to be later on in the year, kind of like
later in the year. I mean, I'm talking about like I'm hearing some rumors, some other stuff going on. But I thought it was going to drop this week, and it hasn't happened yet. So I don't know.
Fred, we got to talk off air then because you have not shared these rumors with us, bro. What is going on?
It's the same shit.
Avalanche, the other ones that they're going to buy. I think it wasn't going to be this week. It was going to be next week.
So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll have something to talk about next week that's going to shock the world. But I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. See y'all next week.
Oh, there we go. All right. The gameplay stop. I over-recorded. I over-recorded on the gameplay. Yo, K-Mega, it is your turn. You are up next, and you are very, very active on your YouTube channel, on streaming, on social media as well, man. You got to let people know about all that stuff. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ahead,
let's get it. No, I'm not ready. Anyway, okay, so I was just reading what Double M was asking. That game that Pred was playing was a Blood Hunt.
Blood Hunt, yeah.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I got wrecked. And I recorded it, but I didn't know if you can record it or not. I did record it, but I was just like, I don't, but
I don't want to
yeah,
share that. I got
about it.
wrecked. I don't want to share that.
I got wrecked. I was there and I was watching a shootout and I was like, damn, all these people getting down. Next thing you know, I was like, oh shit. So I ran trying to get away and they hunted me down. They was like, man. So because I was running around like jumping around like sucking the women's blood. I didn't even fuck with the men. Yeah, I like eating people because he was a vampire. I was like, nah, I don't want that dirty ass dude. Nowhere where he's been. Let's get this woman. Yeah. But anyway, so but no, I thought the premise of it is it's definitely different. It's got a cool vibe to it. But anyway, that was the name of the game. It was called Blood Hunt. It was the so that's gonna be coming out here pretty soon. And then also, Bot, if you was watching Pred's gameplay, you seen that there was a big giant that he was playing. You can't walk up to no big giant and just stick him in the ear hole. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight him square up. You see him, you gotta beat his ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
the Assassin's Creed 2, it was more about.
There was no near in Assassin's Creed 2. Stop talking about that game, man.
There didn't need to be one. There didn't need to be one, man. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, can I check the GRG podcast tomorrow? Hopefully, I guess me and the guest has been playing musical chairs on when he could come. He said he was coming, so hopefully he'll come. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. He's been absolutely class act about it. It's just that he's from overseas, and so it's really difficult.
You're getting Yoshida
on. Was thinking about it, yeah. No, but he's not that overseas. He's just European overseas.
Okay.
So go check. So hopefully he'll be coming in, and then shout out to our boy Still Rain. He's got some situations going on, so family comes first. Got to take care of home. Got to take care of all of that. So he won't be on the show, but I think big headed ass Lemon will be on tomorrow. So he'll talk for everybody. So we'll be fine. So, but other than that, yeah, come check out the GRG podcast tomorrow night. Have a good time, man. Next week after that is the 200th episode of GRG.
Woo!
It's crazy, man. Cannot believe we've been going on that long. And we're still here, man. So I do appreciate everybody who comes to check us out.
I personally invite myself to that show.
Yeah, man, you can come on through. Come on through and say what's up, man. I got you open where you can come on in. So I want to kind of do something to see if I could try to bring past panel members on, except for a couple, but to see if we can try to bring as many of them as we can through
so
here.
He doesn't want Bot there, is what he's trying to say. Like Bot was like before it was even started. Like I was slotted.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
To be
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No. But I'm gonna try. No, I'm gonna try to see if I could try to get as many people on out of the month for the rest of the month to be a part of the show. Just to show love to the whole GRG family that's been a part of it from the past into the present, and you can't bring everybody, but see if we could just bring one or two people every once in all the rest of this week coming out starting next week. And then after that, I'm gonna take a break, you know what I'm saying, and then we're gonna get ready to get back to work. But yeah, I still will be streaming. So Fight Night Sunday will be Sunday. We will be fighting. It won't be late. Ain't gonna be no excuses. If I gotta play against myself or play against the PC or the computer, it does not matter because there's too many goddamn fighters I have now that I bought and I'm ready to play them. So, and then and then hopefully Wednesday night, because that was my fault. I didn't even know. I didn't see Yobi or anybody, and I got caught playing that $1 million Arthur game, and I was like, this game is amazing. So yeah, there's plenty of fighters. There's still Guilty Gear.
That's all that matters, dog.
Yeah, I was having fun. You know what I'm saying? I know that I won't be probably seeing my boy PK Live hit me up on talking that trash about fighting me in Guilty Gear because I had that boy cussing after last Friday night after GRG because it was, I'm saying, it was great. It was great. I wish I could have recorded that because I whooped his ass deliciously, badly. So it was great. But yeah, check that out. The Devin the Gamer will be back. We did a show, just waiting to get that video.
Pred, you got that music that you used to play when people were going long, Pred? You still got that?
So can I go long? Look, man, I've been doing this shit forever, man. I can go long, damn, man. Anyway, no, thank you guys as usual, man. I know people got things to do, so I'll see you guys next Thursday, and then I'll send my retirement papers to Bot here probably.
Yeah, well,
and then Mojo, you know what I'm saying? You're always invited to GRG, man. Anytime that you want to come on, man, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
when you come back, we'll let all the old timers from your shows from the past come back for that stuff, and then when you're ready to start anew, I'll be one of the first new guys you can invite, and I'll come on. I've been watching the beginning, by the way. I've seen all those podcasts, and I loved your show so much because you guys were crazy and would go 3 and 4 hours sometimes.
yes,
nobody else was doing that, and you would do it, and then I thought it was great. I know other people hate that. Oh, a 3-hour podcast, that's horrible. I'm like, no, man, they didn't even get good until after the second hour, and then they started just going off about stuff, and it was a lot of fun. So
a lot of fun, yeah. And so now you see the Iron Lord, you see dealers, Crockett. Everybody's doing 3 hours plus now, so it cracks me up. I mean, but that's what we do, man. We love talking about video games. It just kind of shows the passion and everything we got. Those 4-hour podcasts now, I be wore the hell out, and I'm like, man, I don't even want to hear none of y'all's voices for about a month. But it's still great. I do love the support that you guys have been give GRG for all these years, man. It's been fantastic. But I'm getting the hell out of here. I know I'm still going long. I might need to just make a video or something, just talk like fuck
I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
Still a piece of garbage.
Diabetes.
But again,
you are fake news.
Shout out to the chat, yo. Thank you guys so much for all the continued support. If you haven't done it yet, yo, definitely share this show out. We got to get a bunch of people in here, every Thursday. Get the chat rolling with new people. Kind of introduce them to the crowd that comes here every Thursday, stuff like that. I will be promoting more on other kind of like social media areas and stuff like that. One of the longest running podcasts in this community, and it is so far from slowing down, and it's all thanks to you guys and your continued support.
It's gonna slow down. Kay is leaving, so you got to send him his pension papers.
Right, you got some of my pension papers, and Mizzle, you're right. If I'm drinking on the show, and by that third, fourth hour, you can kind of tell because I'm lit. So it's like, okay, I gotta start. So I made sure that we do 3 hours. If we go over, it's like 3 hours and 30 minutes. Because then if I get past that, it might be talking about black love again, talking about like family, kids, and so no, I don't want to do all that. So Woo.
But all right,
are you done, Bot?
Yeah, guys.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Yo, guys. Well,
come on.
I'm getting pressured to go. Yo, guys, we will see you next week for the next podcast. Have a great night, everybody.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief, Spartan 117. And you're tuned in to Next Podcast. Now, wake me when you need me.